we do here is go back.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the City Life Project YouTube channel. There's a lot of confusion in the live chat, so before we get into everything here, I will tell you folks right now that the last two prelim fights, according to Kaposa's schedule for LFA 158, will be on the LFA's YouTube channel, okay? They've been consistent with this about 30 to 40 minutes before the top of the hour where it starts on Fight Pass. There will be the last 2 or 3. I don't know. Kaposa said 2. The last portion of the prelims will be on LFA's YouTube channel. So go subscribe to their YouTube channel, LFA. Unblock me on Twitter. I'm literally sending people to your YouTube channel. I've done you no wrong, LFA's YouTube channel. But anyways, we will get into the LFA prelims literally as soon as they start, ladies and gentlemen. I'm refreshing their channel as we go live here. And hey, if they don't, if they're dicks about it and go, you know what, this week, the first week in like 12 weeks, the 1 week where us here on the City Life Project YouTube channel, who stream live fight companions every single weekend, by the way, so like and subscribe, decided to do it, we don't throw on the prelims. Well, at least we got BKFC Omaha. That's right, BKFC 43 on right now in the third fight of the night. That is right, the first fight on their main card is going on right now. Soder against Washi. Soder 1-1 in BKFC. Wasi 1-1 as well. So we got BKFC fired up right now. We will switch to LFA right when it begins. Again, go check them out. LFA at LFA_fighting on YouTube. But until then, we're going to watch some BKFC together right now. And we'll, you know, hang out with you guys in the live chat here. I'm just scrolling up to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, so let's get into it. Let's get into Z-Man. I hope I answered your question. The prelims will start soon. They're supposed to start soon. They have started the last few events. So there you go. Vote in the poll question if you haven't already, folks. And by the way, welcome back to the City Light Project YouTube channel for LFA 158. We will get into the prelims of LFA 158 as soon as they start. But in the meantime,
Let's get it on!
we're watching a little BKFC together. Now, I'm not going to go like full-on play-by-play mode for BKFC. I mean, maybe unless it gets crazy. We'll focus on the live chat here and hang out with you guys. But the third fight, by the way, happy weekend, everybody. The third fight for BKFC, the first fight on their main card has just started. We are waiting for the broadcast of the last couple, maybe even a little bit more, prelim fights for LFA 158. Like I said, LFA 157, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They've been streaming the prelims, at least the last few prelims on their site. So we'll get into that in a moment. Souter in the blue corner, by the way, Wasi in the red first round, and both of them looking good so far. All right, I'm going to start scrolling through some of these comments here. But yeah, comment your opinion on Ngannou as well. I know our boy Phony here did as well, so thank you guys so much already. Tony Ferguson is scheduled to fight Bobby Green. Who do you guys have? Oh, Bobby Green, of course. King Green, baby. I want to see these two at the press conference. It's going to be a fun press conference. It's going to be a fun press conference indeed. What's up, Living with H? Thank you so much for joining. By the way, everyone, go subscribe to Living with H. Fishing and baseball content. Again, remind everyone, LFA prelims will start, I imagine, in 10, 15 minutes. You can find them all on the LFA's YouTube channel. Again, they are supposed to stream their last couple fights. They're on their YouTube channel. They have been for the last few weeks. If not, we'll watch some BKFC together until we switch over to LFA 158. Scrolling through. Bobby Green makes that Michael Chandler knockout look like child's play. Feels so bad for Tony. That was Content Cop indeed. It's funny. I actually knew about that song before even that series came out, just because it was one of the first license-free songs that everyone was using on YouTube. But he made it famous. End of the first round. I got Souter winning that first round. Let me know what you guys think, if you're even watching. Let's get it on indeed. Yeah, so that's right, Shane. I explained that. By the way, shout out to the exclusive members, Benjamin and Shane. And we got Professor Chaos also in the chat. Thank you guys so much. Hope everyone is doing well indeed. What's up? Again, migrate over to YouTube, buddy. Migrate over to YouTube if you can. So everyone on Facebook right now, migrate over to YouTube. YouTube is where we primarily stream. We won't be streaming on Twitch and Facebook forever. Those are our backup streaming platforms. So if you haven't already, jump over to YouTube. Thoughts on Jones laughing at Fury about wanting to fight? I mean, if they do a 1-1, I think Jones obviously will absolutely maul him in MMA and in boxing. I mean, Fury probably will beat him in boxing. If LFA strikes, he should again, we're boycotting LFA. Yes, if LFA somehow, and again, I don't know, I literally got Shane to sign up for Fight Pass to watch LFA with us. I'm literally sending, 30 of you here as I'm telling you guys to go to LFA's YouTube channel, refresh that shit constantly.
Let's get it on!
Second round just started, by the way, in BKFC here. By the way, folks, yeah, we got BKFC up in the meantime. Once LFA prelims are the broadcast starts for them anyways, because we're supposed to see at least 2 to 3 on their YouTube channel. Then we'll get into that. But yeah, if they strike me down for this, I'm like, that's it. That is it. My patience is over with LFA because I love that. I think it's the best regional promotion out there. I truly do. Aris is my favorite to watch, I think, but I truly think what a nice left hand by Souter. Souter's getting the better of Wasi so far in this BKFC fight, by the way, folks. The YouTube, they will show the prelims, and like I said, in a little bit, buddy. Hey, migrate over to YouTube, Mr. Lopez. I appreciate you. Sopkin, my boy Tyler Jones is going to get a win on the prelims. Let's take a look here, because I can see on Tapology, because they didn't show the amateur prelims. It is pretty cool what at the shows the LFA puts on. They open the doors early so you can watch some of the amateur fights if you so please. But the thing is, they don't stream all the prelims, even the pro prelims. So let's take a look. So the first one was a no contest. That was amateur. Who's your boy again? One second. Go back to the chat here. Tyler Jones. Tyler Jones. Let's see. Okay, so the Tyler Jones fight should be the first fight on YouTube. So yeah, rooting for Tyler Jones. Let's fucking go, Tyler Jones. Hell yeah. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, folks. We do live fight companions every single weekend. Oh, and there you go. Souter drops Wasi. Wasi starting to get a little hematoma on the right side of his forehead there, with just a few seconds left in this round. Jones said he has to back off. He made Fury mad. Jones is playing with his food on this one. Fury knows he's just delusional with thinking he is the baddest on the planet. Yo, Herbo, what's going on? Chug. Yeah. It's a very cheap, light beer, but I put a lime in it, and it's better than Corona. Drink responsibly, but happy Friday, everybody. Oh, another exclusive member. Let's go. So annoyed they stopped me. They stopped me watching LFA. Why'd they stop? What? Why? Explain yourself, Mr. Grant Gregory. Explain yourself. What's going on here? By the way, I'm continuing to refresh LFA's. Oh, looks like it's starting. Looks like it's starting. Let's go, baby. Let's go. LFA 158. Sorry, BKFC. I'll watch you later. But the LFA stream is starting right now, so let's get to it. Let's hope it doesn't just run for like 15 minutes here. You know what I'm saying? Because I just closed my BKFC app. But okay, here we go, baby. Here we go. Oh, and we're right into it. Wait, Jones is fighting right now? Jones is fighting right now on the prelims. Okay, we're gonna change some shit up here on the fly, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. LFA 158 prelims. The broadcast just started on YouTube right now, so go on the LFA's YouTube channel. All right, so where we at? We got Martinez against our buddy in the chat. His friend Tyler Jones is fighting right now, making their pro MMA debuts, ladies and gentlemen. Let's fucking go. You know who I'm rooting for. Let's go Tyler Jones, baby. Let's go Tyler Jones. Oh, no. Did Tyler Jones just lose? Someone just got TKO'd. Oh, no. Martinez might have just knocked out Tyler Jones. Oh, my goodness.
Oh my God!
I'll get back to the comments in a sec here, folks, but I got to see what the hell just happened. Oh, Jones won, baby! Jones won! Let's go!
Yeah, that shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
Jones with the high kick, followed by a left hook, and just knocks down Martinez. A couple shots for good measure. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what an exciting start to this stream. What an exciting start to this card here on the broadcast. I'm going to fire through some comments here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get to the next fight. Fucking region blocks. That's crazy. You can't even watch on Fight Pass? I need a drink and some pizza. I ate some salad and chicken, which has been my dinner for the last 4 weeks now, which is good. I switch up the sauces. Oh my goodness. Let's go Tyler Jones. Let's go our boy in the chat. Let's go, baby. Your boy won. Your boy won, and you got a sick knockout as well. Jones says he has to back off. He made Fury mad. Oh yeah, we read through this. Has to back off. He made Fury mad. Jones is playing with his food on this. Yes. Thank you so much for joining, JL. It's been a while, JL. Sorry, I was just rewatching this knockout here too. It's insane. Spectacular win here. What a way to start off this card again. Shout out to everyone joining us live here on the channel. I know I have a ton of comments I got to catch up on, so I'll get to them here in a moment. But JL, it's good to see you. For everyone watching on Facebook and Twitch, please migrate over to YouTube. Vote in our poll question. Like this video. We are setting the like goal today on this video at 50 likes. By the way, I know I wore this hoodie on the last stream, the members stream. I did a whole load of laundry, ladies and gentlemen. So it's not like I'm wearing stinky hoodie. I did wash. This is actually the oldest piece of clothing that I own. I've had this since 2012. Actually, this is I know Colby every now and then says what's up in the streams. Colby, if you're watching. Oh, I should link Colby's GoFundMe. I'll get into that later. But Colby gave me this hoodie, and it's still going strong. It's still going strong. Okay, I'm just fucking ragging the puck here. One championship. Yeah, one championship day was absolutely insane. I missed it this morning live because I was working. But while I was working out today before this stream, I rewatched tons of fights. It was amazing. Don't you be a comedian is yeah, it is funny. It is funny. It's his debut, and what a debut it was. What is up, Phony? It's good to see you, brother. Baddest man on the planet is in Russia. If that Fury versus Jones fight is boxing, Jones is getting smoked. Oh, yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. If it's MMA, obviously Fury and his chicken legs are going to take it down in a second. It is on YouTube. I'm way behind here. Sorry, folks. Pavlovich. Yes, big Pavlovich is unbelievable. Kenzie Dern fight week. Let's go. We need Spivak versus Almeida and Pavlovich versus Gon. I'm down for that. Am I losing testosterone? There's Mackenzie isn't as hot as she used to. She's just really jacked for this one. No, I think she's just as beautiful personally. Hill's going to school Dern. Dude, as soon as Dern mentioned that she was having, this camp was tough because she didn't have her, Perillo there for most of it. She's going through a divorce, some other personal issues. Someone made a tweet that was like, oh, the betting line, watch the betting line change right now in Vegas. And I went and checked it out, and it did, live. It was crazy. I was watching, I was refreshing it. I was watching it change in Hill's favor. All right, what the hell is even the next fight here? The bouts are so out of order on Tapology until we get to the main card, so we shall see. Okay, when the next fight is announced on the broadcast, we'll get into it. Unless you guys see it in the live chat, then hit me up and we'll change it. We'll change it. Spivak versus Almeida would be a great matchup. Holy shit, I'm way behind here. Okay, I'm just gonna work my way up instead. Shane, I don't know what the next fight is. Daniel, what's up, Daniel? Tyler Jones won TKO, buddy. What's up, Habib? It's good to see you. JL, no worries, man. Don't apologize. Don't apologize. Again, folks, once the fights are back on the screen, we do live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and interaction. Again, the bout order is always a little wacky here on Tapology versus what actually is going down the broadcast, especially on the prelims, which, by the way, you can watch these prelims with us. Go to LFA's YouTube channel. They are streaming the last few prelims here on this card. And it looks like they have 3 more prelims. So look at that. We caught the end. We caught the best part of the fight, seemingly, of Tyler Jones versus Alex Martinez. And we seemingly have 3 more fights here. So it's going to be one of these 3 coming up next. No clinching and hugging on that fight. No, and that's what I love about the regional, for the most part on the regional scene, is it's kind of like OG Ultimate Fighter. Those exhibition fights in the Ultimate Fighter were awesome, man. Maybe they're a little bit, maybe I'm glorifying them a little bit because I have rewatched some of the show every now and then. I'll it's on ESPN or it's on Fight Pass, right? So I'll watch some of them and just go through some of the fights. The fights that get into the house are some of the best ones. But it reminds me of, this is going to be full Canadian here, but the junior hockey tournament where you go balls to the wall and kind of sacrifice a little defense, to get recognized, to build the highlight reel, and also to work on and employ some of the moves, techniques that you practice in the gym. All right. Let's go. Sickest squad, baby. Shout out to you, buddy. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for the like on Facebook. Kyle Mudge, fucking Kyle Mudge, the co-creator of this channel. Thank you for liking on Facebook. You better have liked on YouTube as well, because we're trying to get to 50 freaking likes on YouTube today. Guys, we are so freaking close to 5,000 subscribers. Kyle, if you want to jump on, by the way, the prelims we're watching on YouTube, by the way, so you can watch along with us if you're busy. Then it's all good. But if not, I can hook you the link, brother. Actually, you have the link already. You have the StreamYard account. You can jump on if you want, Kyle. But anyways, yes, be like Kyle if you're watching on Facebook, but also be like Kyle and migrate over to YouTube, much like Kyle's doing right now. And like this video on YouTube. We're trying to get to 50 likes tonight. I don't think he'll manhandle Spivak. Spivak will have the advantage. Spivak's striking is awesome, and he's just such a freaking tank. From what I've seen, anyways, doesn't have an issue defending the takedown. But again, John Jones, he's one of the greatest of all time. So that would be an awesome fight. John Jones wants to go out on a win, though. Wants to go out on top. Wants to go out. And I hate this because I love Miocic, but wants to go out absolutely destroying Miocic. By the way, I was watching just a YouTube it was a YouTube compilation of chirps in the UFC, dozing off last night before bed. And I forgot how funny the Lesnar one was when he entered the cage with DC. Ngannou's a piece of shit. Miocic's a piece of shit. So aggressive, man. It was hilarious. Why won't Fight Pass? We'll fire up that VPN for who was it? Professor Chaos. Where did you say the VPN worked for you? How you like that? Get him an interview. Was that the real Yoshi Panashi? I imagine it was, Benjamin, because like we've had okay, the next fight is Shane, so you were right. Look at that. Look at that. Why is he not even he is on the pre. So we got 4 more prelims left. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. So I saw your prediction, Shane. Don't you worry. We'll lock it in here in a sec. Fuck, the site's so buggy now when I'm trying to scroll. Okay. There we go. All right, fighters are making their walkout here. We will highlight them in a sec. I'll update the ticker on the bottom of the screen in a sec. Again, shout out to everyone who joined us right off the bat. I know we were kind of scrambling. We were watching a little BKFC while we were waiting for this broadcast to start, but the broadcast has started right now. You know what? I complained that my hairline is getting a little thin, but it ain't Joe Stafford thin. It ain't Joe Stafford thin. I would love to get this guy an interview who just knocked out his opponent. That would be unbelievable. By the way, Max Quinones, I'll get back to you tonight, brother. Sorry, it's been a busy few days. All right, I think I caught up mostly with the comments. Again, JL, it's good to see you here today. Good to see you here today, my man. All right, so Shane's picking Ikei. Chance Ikei. Chance Ikei is the huge favorite right now. Let's take a look at them here. 5-0 in the amateur scene. And he's been fighting in the LFA amateur scene. I'm going with him too. Joe Stafford, 0-1 as a pro. Huge underdog. 0-1 in LFA where he made his debut, lost in the second round opening. Yeah, so I'm going with the favorite here as well. Shane, round 1. Let's get it on. I'll update the ticker on the bottom of the screen. Already a firefight by both of these guys. Ikei in the red tape, Stafford in the blue, and a nice flurry there in combo by Ikei. Again, solid amateur career. Both these guys 125 pounds. And Ikei applying the pressure right now. Nice combos. Ikei looking for the takedown. Slam takedown by Ikei right into his full guard. Ikei right back up to his feet here. Solid wrestling. All right, there we go. UFC Charlotte last week was crazy. The UFC stands are half full, but when Brian Battle got the 14-second KO, it was the craziest crowd. Went the whole night. Weren't you there, Zoomer? Weren't you there? Dude, Brian Battle, that was unbelievable. Nice ground and pound here. Nice control from the top by Ikei 1 minute into this fight. Dude, that was unbelievable. It was funny because like the bad fights on that card were really bad in my opinion. The good fights were awesome. So it was an interesting card, but overall a good card and a very entertaining card. Yes, oh my God. And I love Court McGee. And Court McGee doesn't get historically knocked out. Nice job by Stafford, getting back up to his feet here, center of the cage. LFA, big cage here. Like, this is it must be a little bit bigger than the Apex cage. Am I right? Am I wrong? Let me know. Still no news on Kinoshita. Yeah, I haven't heard on when he's gonna fight next either. Israel, yes, there you go. Mr. Grant Gregory, nice takedown there by Ikei. 3 minutes and 6 seconds on the clock. There you go. Professor Chaos, he's helping you out, Mr. Grant. Zoomer that was amazing, man. Beer started $11 in the arena, which was crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. It's the same like when I go to hockey games and things like that. It is what it is. The one good thing is the building's going to be knocked down in a couple years. Oh, nice left hand by Ikei. Ikei doing a good job of controlling Stafford in the top position. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Ikei with that left hand. Stafford doing the best job of defending. But Ikei now gets his back and flattens him out. Ikei going for that rear naked choke. Back mount right now for Ikei. Ikei's got the left hook in. 2 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock here. First round. Left hook in. Moving to his side here. Half guard. But now going for the arm triangle choke. Arm triangle choke. 2 minutes and 13 seconds. He's attempting it here. He's got to move to that side. If he just moves to side control here, he can lock it up, and instead just actually goes for mount. That's a good job by threatening that. Might go for the rear naked choke again. 2 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock. Ikei, absolute domination of Stafford right now. Short elbows on the left side. I'll get back to the comments here in a sec, folks. Like this video, by the way, if you haven't already. Bleeding now is Stafford in the bottom position. Shoulders up against the cage. Ikei, feet planted, bent over. You know what? I'm so fucking annoyed right now with LFA, a bunch of these regional fight promotions, as well as the UFC and the big North American ones, and not adapting the global rule set. I'm sick of it. Oh, here we go. Arm triangle choke. Here it is. He's in the right position here. He's in the right position. It's tight. Gets into half guard again. I'll give it to Stafford. He's scrambly. He's a scrambling motherfucker. But again, the arena where the Calgary Flames play in the National Hockey League is about to be torn down. They're going to build a new arena. I don't know if it's the rusty pipes. I don't know if they're pumping in some gas into their beers, because they stick the beer cups on like some hose and it just shoots them up on the bottom. They're coined the heroin beers, okay? The dome foams, the saddle dome. They fuck you up, man. Like, I had a buddy he was about to climb the glass to get on the ice, and we had to, pull him away. I can't believe security didn't kick us out, probably because we were just like a bunch of punks, 18 years old. Shout out to being able to drink at 18 in Calgary. What up, Alberta, Canada? Let's go. I got some dome foam stars. Okay, passed out at Iron Maiden after 3. Like, and then this was not because I was a young buck. Okay, like everyone has a heroin beer / dome foam story. So at that stage, and with those dirty pipes, once that building is still up. Highly recommend, if you're ever in Calgary, Alberta, which is probably, super slim on your part, Zoomer loyalist, go to, whatever, whether it's a lacrosse event, whether it's a junior hockey event, if you can get to the Saddle Dome, or the Calgary Stampede, baby, which is in a couple months here, hit up the Saddle Dome before it gets knocked down and try those legendary beers responsibly, of course. All right, end of the first round there, folks. They were back up on their feet there. Absolute domination by Ikei. Second round coming up here in just a moment. Shout out MMA Guru. Shalom. Shout out the MMA Guru. $11, and they only serve Miller Lite and Bud Light. Ugh, both suck. Not even Budweiser? Come on. At the Saddle Dome, it's Budweiser, baby. It's Budweiser.
Yeah, that shit beautiful than the motherfucking.
Premium is so good. If you like the Grain Belt beers, you'll probably enjoy Northeast. Yeah, I mean, this isn't bad. It's cheap as hell. It's nice and light, like you Americans like them. Yeah, me and my boy were in the bleeders. I was up till 3 a.m. at work. I only got a couple hours of sleep because I had to wake up at 8 a.m. to get ready for the card, since it started at 11 a.m. for some reason. Zoomer, well, yeah, it wasn't early. Was there a boxing match that night or something? I don't know. It was a very early card. There was something else going on that night, I think. Regardless, that is awesome, brother. I hope you had such a great time. I've yet to go to a UFC event live, believe it or not. And I've had a couple opportunities. Second round, by the way, folks.
Let's get it all.
I'm unable to go in June in Vancouver, as I was just on the West Coast. Oh, a nice right hand by Stafford to start this up on the feet. But I hope to go to one soon. Hey, maybe when they come back to Minnesota, Minneapolis, or St. Paul. Hell, the XL Energy Center, that would be nice. That would be nice. We have it for Dubas fired. Well, I heard it's fired, but it was kind of amicable because Dubas obviously wanted to stay, but he wanted a little bit more money that the Leafs couldn't pay him. He wanted that Babcock money, baby. I hope Dubas goes to Calgary, to be perfectly honest. 4 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock here, second round, folks. Shout out to everyone joining us live here on the channel. If you're joining on Facebook or Twitch, please migrate over to YouTube. Like and subscribe on YouTube as well. Vote in the poll question. Climb the glass. Oh, yes, exactly. Or actually, more like this, to be perfectly honest. I'm firing up a link in the live chat. 3 minutes and 52 seconds on the clock. Yeah, I remember I was like calling my friends, and I was like, yo, turn on CBC. Turn on CBC. Oh, and a nice takedown by Ikei there. 3 minutes and 37 seconds on the clock in the full guard. But he's doing a good job of getting, like, planting his feet in the full guard there. And it hasn't looked like Stafford has threatened, you know, triangle or any armbar or anything like that. Oh, where is this? I'm looking for it right now. Scramble again by Stafford. He gives up his neck. He gives up his back. Another left hook in again by Ikei. Looking to finish what he started there in that first round. It's so loud. I got to get batteries for my Bluetooth one. This is the nice gaming one. This, you know, this one I usually only whip out when we're playing Counter-Strike, but the other one's battery died, and I've been lazy to go get batteries. Actually, I forgot the last time. What the frick? One sec. I'm just gonna look. I've been looking on Google. Google can't help me. Pretty much mount right now for Ikei. Stafford's on his side. All right, let me see. YouTube will have this. Come on. This was like legendary. I can't believe this is not like one of the first searches. What the hell? Hockey, like OG hockey fans, you know what I'm talking about, right? I literally can't find this on YouTube. That's hilarious. But anyways, in like I think it was like 98 or something like that, a Naked Flames fan jumped on the ice and like smoked the back of his head too. Back mount right now by Ikei. 1 minute and 58 seconds left. Dude, Matty Tkachuk, baby. You like Mad Child? Tony! Yes, buddy. Actually, the radio station that I used to broadcast a hockey show from was at Mad Child's. It was right next to Mad Child's studio. It was a recording studio on Vancouver Island. It was in the same building, actually. Shout out the Queens. We were in the basement of the Queens. But yeah, and then I jammed with a guy in high school. We used to play live shows together. Who was his younger brother. I was friends with his cousin. Like, you know, he's very West Coast. So yes, Mad Child. And you could be referring to a fighter nickname, and we could be totally off here. I'm referring to the Canadian rap artist. My apologies for veering away from the play-by-play here. 1 minute left in the second round here, folks. Cannot wait for Chandler to humble and show Connor what being a man is. Connor's acting like a little child and needs one last beating. Who watched the Conor McGregor documentary series on Netflix? I'll say this, Michael Jordan's was better. Way better. I ended up falling asleep during the 3-4 prelim fights. I was so tired. I was able to wake up for the main card, which is really good. Oh, fair enough. Nice takedown again by Ikei. I had too many dome foams when I went and saw Iron Maiden. I had some dude slap me and go, "I really sleep at Iron Maiden concert?" I went, "Sir, I guess I fucking am." I was, yeah, that was a rough night. When does it even say 291? You got Google? Let me Google it for you. UFC 291. When is UFC 291? It will be July 29th. There you go. There you go. Top control again, ground and pound, absolute domination for Chance Ikei. First and second round here, he's just beating up his opponent. He's just letting him, he's just bullying him, and that's it for the second round. That's it for the second round. There's a guy who jumped the glass at a Habs practice and had his skates and just went on a breakaway with Jose Theodore before being escorted out. Yeah, see, that's what pops up first. Like, you finally cheer for Pereira now that he is not facing Israel. Dude, him and Jan Blachowicz, you know, Jan, like, that's a good fight. Both of them are gonna stand and bang. Oh my goodness, I can't wait for that one. Connor's not gonna be able to cut back down from Michel Mancess. Oh, they're fighting at like 170 or 185. Both of them will, like, put it this way, Chandler probably is okay with Connor doing the secret juice if he's allowed to do the secret juice. If USADA and the UFC goes, oh, we'll just make like some random rule, you know, section, you know, clause D5, and, you know, Conor McGregor and Chandler are okay to juice for this fight, or don't have to be in the USADA testing pool for 6 months, and we're all good. We're all good. Speaking of juice, you guys see the secret juice merch is out? It's incredible. Yeah, it was unbelievable. 1 a.m. I went to bed at the end of second overtime. Solid. I mean, Matthew Tkachuk, he deserves that cup this year. Already, he deserves it. Round 3, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew Tkachuk has been nothing short of spectacular. Frivola on that secret juice now. Yes. Attaboy. I saw that picture. That was awesome. Frivola is an absolute beauty. We're still working on a date to interview him and then get him out as a podcast. And Max Quinones will be talking in the next few days, I imagine. We're supposed to connect earlier, but my bad, buddy. My bad, buddy. Lenny Hart as well. The Ryzen and former Pride fight announcer. We've been emailing. She's going to jump on. And a few more guests. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And again, whenever Frivola, you know, he's famous now. So he's got to have the interview with all the big dogs for the little guys. But no, we are in touch and we will be getting that piece of content out soon. He's so awesome. Literally like 15 minutes after his fight, he's like messaging me and other fans back on Twitter. He's an absolute beauty. He's a man of the people. Shout out to Frivola. Was able to take down the Giga Chad. 3 minutes and 36 seconds on the clock here, and a nice takedown by Ikei in the full guard of Stafford. Again, good job by Ikei planting his feet, pushing Stafford up against the cage, and imposing his will. Shout out to all you viewing us live here on the channel. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Ring that bell for notifications as well. We do Fight Companions every single weekend, live play-by-play commentary, reaction, but most importantly, interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat here. Vote in the poll question. Let me know what you voted for. Oh, now attacking the leg here of Ikei Stafford. And rolls right out of it as Ikei, as Stafford focused on getting back up to his feet versus committing to the submission. Ikei scoops up his left leg now. 2 minutes and 52 seconds. There's a guillotine there as well. Again, if the global rule set was in place, you could just knee that motherfucker. Like Jules said in the chat earlier, there was literally the first MMA fight, the first fight on the Friday Fight 17 card today in one championship. The guy got TKO'd via knees to the head. It was incredible. It was incredible, folks. I am so sick of this North American soft-ass bullshit. We need the global rule set. We need the soccer kicks, or at least we need what one championship has, where they're okay with the elbows and they're okay with the knees to the ground of the opponents. Like, what is this PFL shit? No elbows? Come on. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I thought I had a puke sound emoji. I don't. Or an emoji sound bite. I don't. 1 minute, 57 seconds. I mean, a lot of the same by Ikei here. In the full guard of Stafford. Laying down a few punches. Being active enough not to be stood up. And Stafford in his own right trying to scramble as much as he can. Chandler is the role model, yet Connor gets the hype. What a twisted world. He also gets the Netflix doc. I'm just glad the Oilers got humbled. Oh, me too. It's cost him being punished for not facing Robert. Now he's facing some unranked guy. Well, that's where everyone's making videos. I mean, Guru made a video. Shoot, I mean, everyone's jumping on the video. MMA Joey made a video. The Dagestanis are getting preferential treatment as they always do in the UFC. So that's what's happening. And maybe Costa's confident that he can beat this guy. But it sucks to like, what's that guy's name? He kind of looks like Costa. Borhayo. Like, why isn't he fighting ranked guys? Why is this one guy with one fight in the UFC? I don't get it. He is. Don't get me wrong, but like, come on. Like, there's only a handful of fighters who get like one fight and then get boosted up. And, you know, Anderson Silva back in the day was one of them. But in fairness to him, he was highly ranked in Cage Rage and Pride coming over. And Chris Lieben, I believe, was the top contender. So it was a title eliminator fight right off the bat. He beat Chris Lieben, got the title shot. He was that good. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. Oh, me too. Imagine the lead up.
Oh my God.
Ikei's playing with his food. I think so as well. 22 seconds left here. Stafford got absolutely manhandled this entire fight. Global rules, and we bring back Yamazaki and or Mazagati and Yamasaki. No. I'm okay with the yes for the first part, no for the second. Final 10 seconds of this fight. Now going for the rear naked choke. And Ikei runs out of time here. Ikei was 100% playing with his food, and he was trying to get a submission right at the end of the fight.
Look at the finish! And it's all over!
taking this well as Joe Stafford, as I would be a little bit pissed if I were him. Soccer kick is not ideal, the amount of injuries that would happen, but imagine Charles would be smoked a while ago. Bro, like, sure, maybe there's a little bit more injuries, but I'm going to lean on savagery entertainment side of things like I do with hockey fights. Like hockey fights, sure, people are like, they have no business being in the game. Other than it was in the game from, you know, from some of the best parts of its development onward. Glorified in a certain era, not so much anymore. And I'm very much on the train of like, you better fucking keep fighting in hockey, baby. So with that kind of perspective, I'm all right with the soccer kicks. But like I said, I'm not going to like die on that sword. I will say knees to the grounded opponents, 100%. 100%. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Not only is Matt here, M Wild Talk, an exclusive member on this channel, he goes above and beyond to support us. But with the $5 donation, brother, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. Honestly, you're far too kind. My goodness. So out of the MMA lab in Arizona is Ikei, so where Sean O'Malley trains out of. PFL doesn't do elbows because their format fighters have to turn around quick and elbows cut people open so much. Well, and that's why Ryzen doesn't, or Ryzen might do them now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I know Pride didn't like elbows either for that same reason. But, you know, Vanderlei Silva, tie clinch knees, that's okay. Because Pride never, I keep getting mixed up because I'm just in Ryzen mode now. Pride didn't like fights to be ended by cuts, sort of thing. He isn't just some unranked guy. He's going to be champ in 2 years or less. I love Paulo, but he's getting destroyed. No, that's fine. And you know what? I tend to agree with you, but you can't give guys special treatment. I'm sorry. And it's not like he beat a world beater. That's the thing. That's the thing. Yes, I like him. He's on a 4-fight win streak, is he not? No, I see that. I think the UFC will be smart with him. The thing about Bo Nickel, Matt, is he's clearly not ready. Where the guy Benjamin and I are referring to in the chat is talking about here, like, you know, like he almost beat Hamzat Chimaev. Yeah, he's dominated on the regional, but they were good regionals. Like, it was ACA, right? That he's fought in ACA. There's actually a good ACA event today. I was retweeting some of the highlights that Kaposa was posting on Twitter. Okay, Bo Nickel versus a good striker. Yeah, exactly. Bo Nickel will get absolutely torched on the feet. Is it actually? Fighters removed. Jessica Rose Clark was removed, right? How is Mandy Boom not removed? Well, sure, he's got hands enough to be signed by the UFC. But like, I'm sorry, you put him up against you put him up against someone who's got fucking hands, you know what I'm talking about? Who can actually swing them. That's their bread and butter, and who has good takedown defense. Again, maybe good takedown defense isn't enough against him because that's how good he is. But you know, Chuck Liddell made a living out of doing it, man. Good takedown defense, keep it on the feet, and outstrike the strikers. Or those who learn striking. I think Bo Nickel will be an amazing fighter. I think it's crazy to put him up against like a really good striker at this point. All right, is that it for the prelims? Is that it for the prelims, folks? Did the YouTube stream just end here? Are we going right to the main card? Yeah, looks like that's it, folks. Let me know if you see anything different. I'm going to fire up Fight Pass right now. 10 minutes from the top of the hour. So that will start at the top of the hour. But yeah, I guess the prelims are done. I thought we'd maybe have one more squeezed in there, but I didn't realize the time. We're 10 minutes out from the top of the hour. So yeah, let's just hang out. Keep the comments coming, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll get to our first fight on the main card here in just a moment. LFA 158 live here on the City Light Project YouTube channel. Thanks for joining during the prelims, by the way, folks, and supporting LFA and watching them on YouTube. They do a great... There we go. So it's done there on YouTube. LFA 158 will start on Fight Pass here in just a moment. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. His first strike in the UFC was him whiffing and falling on his ass. Joseph Holmes, Yazi, and Mark Kilmako. Arizona's my hometown. Let's go. Unfortunately, the Coyotes are probably moving. That ACA main event was madness. That 5th round was insane. Khabib didn't need great hands. That is true. That is true. I needed proper number 12. There we go. Look at that. Nominated for comment of the night thus far. Proper number 12. Give me some of your hot sauce. I'll give you a fine bottle of proper Sunny. By the way, I wasn't trying to do the accent, but it's because I'm not good at accents. Other than George St. Pierre's accent, I can't do anything else. I can't even do a Persian accent, and you know, I was raised by them. 1-0 Calder snub from Rupe Hits. I can speak for everyone. Hopefully Bisping is on the commentary tomorrow. Oh, if he is, we ain't doing it. I'm kidding. Wonder who Zuckerberg is going to fight in MMA debut and if UFC is going to host it or not. I think it's like almost too risky for the UFC to host something like that or something with him in it. They literally had to shut down the entire Apex. Now, I know the Apex is not like a whole arena or anything like that. You'd think a whole arena would be more of a security risk, though. He's worth too much just to like... He's worth too much to compete in the UFC. Like, this guy ain't CM Punk. This guy ain't Brock Lesnar. This guy is the Facebook creator, all right? Now, Zoomer Loyals. Get this. In the metaverse, UFC metaverse, he's going to be their inaugural champion. But in real life, it ain't happening. It's funny. The metaverse, like, characters, they just reminded me of, like, the Wii characters, no? It's like, really? You haven't progressed in like 15 years? We're getting old, folks. The Wii is an old console now. I'm going to use the metaverse to win. Jason calls it quits after Dubas got fired this morning. Bisping aged perfectly. He speaks and carries himself better than when he was younger. That indeed. And I think he's going to be one of the best commentators. I think he's still a few years out. You know, he's just not one of my favorites, but that's okay. And the thing is, he either has a night where I think he's one of the best, or it's like he has a very off night. Like, there's no middle ground with him. And it's like, I'm not even trying to be super critical, because at the end of the day, my last comments there was just to irk you a little bit. I really don't care much. There's just certain combinations where it's like you just don't want to see him there. You want to see him with someone else who's really strong, like an Anik. And yeah, and there's just certain combination of the guys on the broadcast team that are really good, and there's certain ones that just don't mix. And like, but like, people say like Dominic Cruz is not good either. Yeah, I'm just as critical as Cruz. I think he's really good at breaking down the fights, but he doesn't bring that oomph. So he has to be paired with someone who has that energy. Like with DC and Anik, he actually fits in good with them. Whereas Bisping brings the energy always. Sometimes it's good breakdown, sometimes not, and 50-50 is cutting everybody off. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. In the metaverse, I'm still getting smoked by Jones. Hear me out. Now that Dubas is gone, should the Wild take a run at Math? With what money? With what money? I ask you. I mean, thank you for the money, but with what money? Can you guess what I'm drinking? The hint is it's my favorite Nanaimo brewed beer. It is the, oh my God, what's it called? From Longwood. It's the Dunkel, right? Oh, what's it called? Steampunk, right? Steampunk, Shane. I remember first time I played on a Wii, I was in 5th grade. I was in grade, I want to say 7 or 8, I think, is when the Wii came out. Yo, how you doing, brother? I'm watching BKFC. What is up, Diego? We were watching BKFC. We watched the prelims of LFA 158. Now we're waiting for the main card of LFA 158 to start. It's going to start in a few minutes. We're going to take our first break of the night in just a moment's time, ladies and gentlemen. I brewed some coffee, but do I just keep casually sipping on the wobbly pops? Let me know in the live chat. Oh, Gabrick is forever on LTIR for the purpose of retirement. I think he retired, actually. I told about DC for Fitzgerald, but Fitzgerald's not color, right? That's the thing. Fitzgerald's... See, Anik, Fitzgerald, and Gooden, they're play-by-play, right? DC's color, Felder's color, Rogan's color, Cruz and Bispinger color, right? So it can't happen. It's like switching out centers, wingers, defensemen, goalies. You just can't do it unless you're Brett Burns. I'd rank Cruz as my number one. I can't put him one just because he doesn't bring the oomph. I can give him a B at most. You know what I'm saying? He just doesn't have, because like you can get away with a lot with bringing the energy. It's hard to be appreciated when you don't bring any energy. You know what I mean? Like it's hard for people to to see the value, which you clearly do, and I feel like I do as well. You know, very little blunders on Cruz's part. Habib incident aside, but anyways, I love a solo commentary job by Bisping on a fight night. That would be cool. That would be cool. Does he do fight companions as well? I love Mike Goldberg. Goldie was the man. Such great energy. Yes, he was awesome. Him and Joe, like in that era of the UFC, were perfect. Like it was perfect for the broadcast. It was perfect for the UFC. It was perfect for getting casuals in there because like you got that tone in his voice and the catchphrase and everything, right? I do think the UFC evolved and that Anik was the right choice to move forward with. Monopoly money. I am right. Let's go. So what do you guys think? Keep going with the wobbly pops, or do I drink a cup of coffee first? Oh, there's a lot more than there used to be. I would argue that there's a lot more than there used to be. It's huge now. There's over 100,000 people in Greater Nanaimo. Like huge as far as island towns go in Canada on an island. And vibes, and probably number 12. I waited in line at Future Shop on release day for the Wii. Wow. I didn't know you were that big of a Nintendo guy. I've been playing Pokemon Red recently, and like I gotta say, I kind of want a Nintendo Switch, but like I have no money for Nintendo Switch, nor do I even have time really to even be playing Pokemon Red. I literally, instead of reading tweets or news articles on my phone while I'm taking shits, and sorry for everyone for the visual, I'm playing Pokemon Red now. So, I mean, there you go. There you go. So I barely have time to play video games. I want nothing more than to play Counter-Strike 2 when it comes out, folks, but I doubt I'll have time or good enough internet. Although we've been good on the stream here today, knock on wood. Brendan Fitzgerald is really good at lead. He's fine. He's B for me as well. Rogan caused a kerfuffle with Tyson. Whose side are you on? I really don't care. The Sport Agree Goldberg and Rogan is coming close. Nanaimo is on VI. It's one of the biggest ports outside of Victoria. Smish. Yes, it's on VI. They say it's mid-island. It's still pretty south, but it's the mid-port. It's the second biggest port on the island. I mean, PI is an island. It has more than Victoria, which is the capital. PI has more than... I would argue that it doesn't have more people. We're talking more things. I've lived in Victoria. I went to the University of Victoria. Victoria has everything a big city has, just in like a more condensed, a more condensed look. Victoria is beautiful. I love Victoria. I think it's one of the best Canadian cities, despite it being a smaller city. And it's funny because like it's like Greater Victoria, 300 and some thousand. It's perfect size. It's perfect size. And I'm from there. I think Vancouver Island is unbelievable. I think any small town, even if it has nothing, is better than most towns in the world because it's one of the most beautiful places in the world. And again, no bias. I would live there now if I could. can't afford it. So living in beautiful Minnesota. There you go. There you go. Have you tried that Naruto game I lent you? I fired it up. I'm just gonna rally through Pokemon Red. I finished Dragon Ball Z and rally through Pokemon Red, and then I'll move to that one. What are you streaming tomorrow? Karate Combat, brother. That too. That too. Also, I keep asking Google questions, but stream keeps going wonky every time I leave the page. That's weird. That's weird. All right, the LFA preview starting right now, and it looks like a sick-ass preview because LFA not only feature some of the best prospects on the regional scene, some of the best fighters right out of the amateur scene or best regional fighters to display, it also fires those guys' careers up to the UFC. They've been so good at feeding the UFC with talent. They put on great shows. Their broadcast is awesome, so it checks that box. The fight cards are entertaining, so it checks that box. And every time we do an LFA event here on this channel, the City Life Project YouTube channel, the chat is always buzzing. So shout out to all of you folks as we get fired up for the main card LFA 158. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Like this video if you haven't already. We're trying to get to 50 likes on the video here tonight. It's a lofty goal, but I think we can do it. So like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. We do live fight companions every single weekend, ladies and gentlemen. We also do live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and interaction throughout the cards. Gila River Casino. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen, in Arizona, LFA 158. Shout out to all you who are joining. Look at that. Gilbert Melendez. Giblert, I should say. Shout out Reebok. On the broadcast here, as he usually is. Quebec is a country. They wish. I was just in Vancouver, and man, oh man, is it packed and quite dirty, man, especially Hastings, and don't get me started on the drivers. Yeah, well, Hastings is literally the worst part of probably the entire province. But yeah, Vancouver, parts of it are beautiful. Like you go like right to where the ocean is, and like oh shoot, what's the North Van is nice. Kitsilano, like there's areas of it that are just like beautiful and really well kept. But yeah, you go to Hastings and like that is, what is it, like one of the drug capitals in that little area of North America, of Canada, definitely. Quebec is a landfill. Montreal over Regina. Well, yes. Bro, an NFT project I'm in gave me 2 free VIP passes to Karate Combat, but I couldn't make it out to Miami this weekend. Damn. Yeah, no comment on that. No comment on that. BC and Alaska versus everywhere else. Let's go, baby. I sent Isha a video of people on Hastings being interviewed. Yeah, I saw a documentary of a guy. It's called Streets of Plenty. It's on YouTube. There's I don't know if it was meant to be like a dark comedy or not, but that's definitely the vibes it gave off. It's this university student in like I think like 2008 or 2009 who strips naked just before Christmas, jumps off the dock into the ocean, and that's him declaring his homelessness, much like Michael Scott declares his bankruptcy. And he just like becomes homeless. That's his thing. And he gets his brother to document him. And he does everything. He goes to the shelters. He rates the shelters. He smokes crack with the locals on Hastings. He goes to the safe injection sites and shoots up heroin. I mean, it's absolutely insane. And again, he interviews the mayor and he's like, Mayor, we have a crazy drug problem. Like I became homeless. I smoke crack. And the mayor's like, what are you talking about? Like, anyway, Streets of Plenty. Check it out. It's on YouTube for free. It's a very interesting documentary. Picton is from Hastings, man. He gave BC a bad name. State training over Mem Cup. That's close. It's close. Damn, someone got smoked with a big right hand in BKFC. Everyone gets smoked in BKFC. Absolutely love it. JL. So here's a story. I have many times because being a dumb teenager, whenever I went, because I lived on Vancouver Island, there weren't a lot of concerts. By the way, the first fight hasn't even started yet on the broadcast here. So when I was a dumb kid, we'd have to go to concerts, Canucks games, everything on the mainland because, like you said, Nanaimo has nothing, none of the good bands, none of the good, we didn't have NHL hockey or anything. If you wanted to go to an NHL hockey game or see a big band, you'd have to go to Vancouver. Let's just say maybe after some of the concerts and events, we'd have a good time, high school and hell, even first years of college. And we had this thing called the Hastings Run. And basically what it was from one point to the other, you book it all the way down. And the people to finish the race / the quite literal survivors won the game. Many, many times I participated in the Hastings Olympics, my man. I think I am. Well, I'm like, it must have been 4 or 5 times. So let's just say I'm 5-0 because if you get a loss on your record, it is a loss forever. It is a loss of life. It is over. So anyways, yes, very familiar with that, Jay. Very familiar. I'm from British Columbia, Jay. I mean, everyone's done a Hastings run or two in their life. Come on now. What is up, Hockey for Moments? Good to see you. The interviews on Hastings are by the same guy who did the Shambhala interviews. I haven't watched the video yet, Shane. Sorry, I was super busy this week. But I know you sent me some. It's on my list. All right, so Tuan Ho, I believe, is that the co-main event? So we're starting with Eric. Okay, so I think the main card now is going to be in order. So I'll update the ticker on the bottom of the screen. Thank you so much for your patience, folks. Again, on LFA and some of these smaller cards, bout order is always subject to change. So we always just want to make sure that we are up to speed here. And again, shout out to everyone joining us live here on the channel. You all are amazing. I appreciate you all. If you haven't already liked this video, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications so you never miss an upload. Oh my God, it was so good. It was so good. That was just such a great card. Then Mike Perry causing Luke Rockhold to quit. It was not an early stoppage. He was out. No, I'm saying that it was. JL, did you not just listen to the story, brother? Did you not just listen to the story, JL? I literally said after those concerts or events, implying that it is the evening, JL. Trust me, I've seen more than you have on those streets, assuming you haven't actually, assuming you weren't one of them at that time. And if so, I mean, congratulations. Congratulations. What fight are you looking forward to on the LFA card today? To be honest, the main event should be fun. I don't really have a lot of stake in any fighter on this card. We wanted Tyler Jones to win in the prelims. He did, so there we go. I'm just excited just to watch this fight and hang out with you guys, to be perfectly honest. I'm excited JL's back here. Oh, it's nuts, dude. It's absolutely insane, and it's everything like you see and more. I will say, and I'm sure there's dangerous areas, but if you're just booking it down, they don't even notice you. Just make sure you got some good sneakers. Shane is picking McConico. I don't know how to say his name. McConico. I'm picking a failure. The Hastings 100 meter was a life or death event. I think it's more than 100 meters too. It's 4 to 5 blocks. There's a similar area in Minnesota right now. Times that by 10, no joke. And that's East Hastings. West Hastings is actually all right. And it's cool because the Pint, one of my favorite pubs to go to before and after Canucks games, is right on the edge of where the madness begins. Oh, no, you don't need to have a weapon. Like I said, everyone else is for the most part pretty preoccupied. There's you don't want to go down the back alleys at night. Then yeah, maybe you don't want to walk into some of these buildings that have some things going on there. But you just strolling down the street, shoot, man, people film documentaries there and now TikToks and shit. I imagine every day. I don't know the street itself, but yes. Okay, fighters making their... Sorry, we're getting distracted here, but the live chat's buzzing, which I absolutely love on these LFA events, so let's freaking go. Middleweights, I believe, coming up here, folks. Or catchweight, I don't know. Anyways, Tapology doesn't even show their weights, but the second fighter is making his walkout. We'll highlight the fighters, and then I will give my prediction. Shane's already provided his. Let me know your prediction in the live chat, folks. And if you're new to this channel, like this video. We do live fight companions every single weekend. Play-by-play commentary, reaction, and interaction. Wait, did the... Anyways. Felipe has entered the octagon right now. Eric McConico? Is that how you say his name? McConico? McConico? I added a C in there, didn't I? McConico? I have my iPad volume turned down, like the broadcast volume turned down all the way. So to avoid LFA further coming at us, because LFA does not like us. LFA does not like us. Anyways, they're making their walkouts now, folks. I'll get to these. For the most part, it is. For the most part, it is. Compared to, I mean, again, like every city, like every town, there's bad parts of every city. There's bad parts of every town. Some are worse, and some have more worse parts than others. What's up, Activate 8? It's good to see you, brother. Hey, man, I got Felipe winning this probably by TKO, locking it in. Thank you so much. Oh, Matt, you don't even know, dude. You don't even know. It's like, it's infamous, like, I shouldn't say globally, because, but it's pretty well known. Like, a lot of people, even in the States, they don't know where Saskatchewan is or where Vancouver is in Canada, but they know about Hastings Street. Or it's East Hastings, I want to specify. West Hastings is night and day. Yes, it is. Minnesota is till you hit Minneapolis city limits. Even then, it ain't no Motown. All right, Eric Mick. Why do I keep fucking up his name? Eric McConico. Damn it, he's not even the first one because he's not even in the blue corner to be announced. Kevem Felipe is being announced here in the ring. 6-5 is his pro MMA record, plus 170. Underdog, he's 29 years old, fighting out of Brazil. He won his last fight, but he was on a 4-fight losing streak before that. His nickname's a little cringe to Mexicano. 1-0 in LFA, 1-2 in SFT. And yeah, here's just a quick look at his record. Looking at his opponent, 5-2-1, -210 favorite. Fighting out of Oregon. Oof. McConico, that's how you say his name. Fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona, ladies and gentlemen. So he's fighting in front of the home crowd of where he trains. He's originally from Oregon, though, and has trained out of American Top Team Portland. 3 KO, TKO, 2 submissions. 0 decisions, 3-1, and King of the Cage. Here's a quick look at his record. So again, he's the favorite, -210. I'm going with him as well, Shane. Locking it in. I know we got 2 ties right now in round 1.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on. Let me know your predictions in the live chat, folks. We'll get to them here in a sec before we just focus in right on the fight. Ooh, a nice left hand by McConico. McConico, I think, might have got tagged by a knee there in that exchange. McConico going for the takedown. A slam takedown by McConico. And a nice reversal by Felipe. They're right back up to their feet here. They're in the clinch for big boys here. I mean, they are just going at it early. McConico Jr., first 30 seconds of this fight, landed some good shots and a takedown. Felipe with a good reversal. McConico and Felipe back up to their feet. McConico pushing Felipe up against the cage. I like the ref's beard game. Yeah, he's going full Keemstar up in this mouth.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
Let me know if your predictions for this one, if you haven't already, folks. McConico, that pretty big favorite here. And if you look at the record of the Mexicano, yes, that is his nickname, folks. It's not coming from me personally. I would not have chosen that. 6-5, not the best record here. 3 minutes and 51 seconds on the clock here. McConico, Felipe, center of the cage. Nice straight left by McConico, followed by a nice left jab by McConico, and he clinches Felipe up against the cage. His shots are landing. Thought McConico, who is the black dude, was going to fight, but another clincher hugger. He's doing a little bit of both right now. He did land a good couple left hands there and landed some takedowns and landed some good shots escaping from the clinch here. So far, I don't mind him. I don't mind a fighter who puts on a good performance all around displaying mixed martial arts. As long as he just doesn't rely on that for the majority of his performance, I'm okay with it, Phony. Can't wait to get off work, even though I can't watch this. I don't know why you don't give... You gave me $5, but you didn't buy Fight Pass? Next time, take your money and buy Fight Pass, brother. Also, you can watch this. Just hit me up. I'll let you know where you can watch this. But no, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it, by the way. Everyone, give Matt a round of applause. Look at this guy. Already an exclusive member and supporting the channel, going above and beyond. Thank you so much, brother. As you know, I never ask for donations, but you guys throw them in the live chat here. I really appreciate it. Enough of this cage control crap. Mexican reject is gassed and sloppy. Yeah, he's not good. McConnell Jr. with the straight left again. Smiling is Felipe. High kick by McConico. Jeez. I don't like that name. Give me the thumbs up. He's like taunting me every time I mess up his name. 1 minute and 43 seconds. Come on, McConico. Enough with the clinches here as he continues to clinch Felipe. He's clearly getting the better of him in the striking department. Maybe he's just trying to regain some energy here because he started to gas early. I mean, he is a newer fighter. I don't know. Ooh, a nice left elbow by Felipe. Nice knee by McConico. McConico goes back in for a heavy clincher. Right hand by McConico. Spinning back fist by Felipe, but McConico caught his back and he has the hooks in and he was on the back of Felipe instead to go back to the standing clincher. 1 minute and 5 seconds on the clock. Well, what is the point when I'm stuck at work missing half the card most nights? Rather just support the channel because you can rewatch it and skip all the bullshit between the fights. I watched I had it on One Championship this morning as I was working out. But fair enough. And you get the full fight library for Strikeforce, WEC, Pride, all past UFC events, all past Ultimate Fighters, all past fight nights, past pay-per-views as well. So, I mean, you get the full fight catalog. Now, cut next to his left eye is Felipe. 25 seconds left in this first round. Again, Felipe in the blue corner for those who are just joining us and following along. McConico in the red. Going with the step in right by McConico. That doesn't land, but he has had success with the straight left and left jab. Felipe getting no room to breathe. Got no candy for you. No candy. Felipe by round 2, TKO coming. Yeah, Activate A is going ham on Felipe here. You think Felipe is getting the knockout? End of the first round, ladies and gentlemen. Especially after that first round performance by McConico. I mean, I do not see Felipe getting a knockout here, but Activate A, how much money do you got on this, brother? How much money do you got on him getting the knockout? It's just, I believe it's just as expensive as a Netflix subscription. I canceled all my subscriptions except for I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Bumblefucking my words already. We're only an hour 13 minutes in. I canceled all my subscriptions except for LFA. Well, Fight Pass, thus LFA. You hear that, LFA? Getting you customers, getting you eyes the legit way through Fight Pass, and you'll block me on Twitter. What is this? McConico could gas. He could. Maybe he's gassing early. Hill gonna steamroll Dern. Dude, I'm calling it too. I'm calling it too. How? I don't think this is gonna happen, and I wonder what the odds are, but did you hear Hill? She's like, no offense to her and like no disrespect, but how awesome would it be to sub the shit out of her? Oh man, I love Angela Hill. She's awesome. All right, round 2.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Every now and then I just got to replace it with one of those. Felipe trying to gas McConico. What about Prime Video? That's a good question. I don't know who pays for that account. I had like a promotion from like a while ago when I was a student. And so I pay like $1 a month. And I'm like scared to change any of my settings so that like it goes back to like a normal person's account because I'm no longer a student. I got money line only, but the other guy getting tired. Spinning back fist attempt by Felipe. Again, could you imagine if it was a spinning back fist that knocks out McConico as well? 4 minutes on the clock here in the second round, folks. Because that would be crazy. And you know what? I'm sure our boy Mike Jones has probably sprinkled a little bit on the Hill sub. I can't. His plus 600. That was awesome. Nice left kick by McConico. Hoo-hoo, let's go, baby. Dude, I'll sprinkle a little bit on that. I wish online sports betting was legal in my state. Best I can do is DraftKings Fantasy. Same with me, brother. Same with me. However, I got some friends who have some other means. And then we also have an awesome partner on my podcast and local to Minnesota called Better Edge, and they do a good job as well with existing legally inside a wacky rule set. 3 minutes on the clock in the second round. Looks like they're both starting to gas. Dude, I would sprinkle a little something on that just for the hell of it, because you're part of history at that point, because you are one of the few people to sprinkle a little something on that if it happens. I mean, sprinkle a little bit on that too, because that ain't gonna happen. But I'm more confident with the Hill sub, and I know I shouldn't be because Dern's jiu-jitsu is amazing. I mean, she's so good at jiu-jitsu, it turned her accent into Portuguese. 2 minutes in, 25 seconds left in the second round. Going for the single leg was McConico. Doesn't get it, though. Nice knee by Felipe. Felipe trips and gets cracked by McConico on the way down. But McConico, I think, is gassing, like you guys said, more than Felipe here. Can Felipe tag him with something late? McConico Jr. doing a good job with his knees and low leg kicks here. 1 minute and 55 seconds on the clock. Shoot, I didn't grab a coffee or a wobbly pop. We just kept talking. We didn't even take a break, so we might take a break after. Actually, we will take a break after this fight, folks. First break of the night. 1 minute and 40 seconds on the clock. And they're not doing much. Felipe's looking for a counter here. Left hand again by McConico. Felipe with a fake to nothing here at 1 minute and 15 seconds on the clock here in the second round. Shout out to everyone joining us live here on the channel. We do live play-by-play, commentary, reaction, and interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat. Most importantly, interaction throughout these boring-ass fights, such as this one we are watching right here. McConico against Felipe. Like the poll question, subscribe to the channel. Again, Combat Sports live fight companions every single weekend. Shout out to all the new subscribers as well. If you're tuning in on Facebook and or Twitch, please migrate over to YouTube. Oh, a nice left hand again by McConico. A right and a left there. That cracks the chin of Felipe. If you're viewing on Facebook or on Twitch, please migrate over to YouTube. YouTube is our primary streaming destination. We won't stream on Facebook and Twitch much moving forward. They are the backup destinations whenever we can't stream on YouTube. For a few people who joined us the last few weeks on those platforms, we wanted to just give you the opportunity to jump over to YouTube. And you can vote in the poll question on YouTube, and you can join our live chat as well. So if you're viewing on Facebook and Twitch, please migrate over. 15 seconds left in the second round. McConico with a nice few shots there on Felipe. Enough maybe to win the round, sure, but this has not been an exciting second round at all. I think Barriou wins his next fight. Give him Strickland. Ooh, I would love that fight. That would be such a fun fight. End of the second round here, folks, and we have to suffer through third round, but that's okay. That's why we got the live chat. That's why we got each other. I like that, JL. I like that. We need Canada to get into the rankings, and we need a belt. Yes, we need Jourdain to sneak into the rankings, either in his next after his next fight if he gets a win, or in a fight, or in 2 fights. But we definitely need Barriou up there. Let's go, baby. Let's freaking go. I love his fighting style too. He can take a punch. His cardio has gotten so much better since he's committed to Florida full time. I mean, goddamn, training in Florida full time, I should say. No, I'm a Canadian aspect aside, though. Full disclosure, there's a little bit of bias there. I've been very impressed with him as of late, even in his losses. I mean, he puts on a fucking show too, and his technique is getting just more polished and polished. It seems in every recent fight. Third and final round here, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I have Eric McConico winning the first 2 rounds, but I mean, that first round, sure, give it to him. You good display of mixed martial arts all around, blah, 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 blah. Second round was bad. Second round was boring. Round 3.
Let's get it on!
Thank God. Round 3. Let me know your predictions for the outcome of this fight thus far, ladies and gentlemen, assuming it plays out a lot like the second round. Nice right hand counter by Felipe on the leg kick of McConico, or on the high kick of McConico. McConico coming in with the left hand, followed by a right. And Felipe looking for that counter again. Felipe with a right hand counter. Seemed to wobble McConico just a little bit. Come on, Felipe. Even though I picked McConico to win this, I kind of want Felipe to come back and win this fight. 4 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock in this third round. Who's betting tonight on LFA? Who's got some fun bets going on tonight? 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Any big parlays? Shout out to everyone joining. We appreciate it. There's not much to commentate, which is why there's some gaps in my... Oh, am I running down this fight? Because, I mean, this fight has not been the most exciting fight. Let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen. First round was good. McConico gassing in the second round has kind of slowed this down because he's the one applying the pressure, and Felipe is very much looking for the counters. Even in that first round, employing those spinning back fists. I mean, McConico, at least throw some leg kicks, buddy. Straight left by McConico again. McConico goes for the high kick again. At some point, Felipe has got to show that he wants to win this fight because he's doing absolutely nothing right now but just waiting. Waiting for a counter. Couple feints, but doesn't commit to anything. Back to the center of the cage. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in this third and final round. Ooh, outside low kick by McConico. Spinning heel kick by Felipe. Speaking of Barriou, he's the third last fight on 289. I'm glad he's on 289. 289 needed Barriou. 2 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock in this third and final round. Again, first round was fun. We actually saw some blood in this fight. Oh, there, a high kick. I mean, blocked by Felipe, but that was a good one. So still got a little bit of power in those kicks. Does McConico. Front kick by McConico. Oh, front kick by Felipe now. Come on, boys. 2 minutes left in this third round. I mean, this is exhausting even. I mean, not exhausting, I guess. The opposite of exhausting. This put me to sleep. We haven't even dove into the hippie lettuce yet tonight here, folks, and this fight's putting me to sleep. What is this? The prelims on Invicta, boys. Let's go. 1 minute and 35 seconds. I'm being mean to Invicta. High kick by McConico. Which produces better talent, Cage Warriors or PFL? I mean, Pereira was in PFL and Patty was in Cage Warriors. I think we all know the answer. PFL is not a developmental league, in my opinion. Oh, a nice knee by Felipe in the tie clinch. I would say Cage Warriors is maybe a little bit better than PFL. I would say that Cage Fury is probably less than LFA and less than Cage Warriors. PFL is one of those, it's like, it's top heavy with really pretty good fighters. And it's kind of whatever at the bottom level. But I don't think like their thing is it to be like, it's not a regional developmental league like at all, like the way it's set up or anything. And Pereira didn't fight in the PFL. Alex Pereira fought in the PFL? I don't think he did. Fact check me, boys. Or LFA. Oh, okay, sorry. So now I'm like, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, no, I put it this way. I think, and this isn't a cop-out, because I love LFA. End of this fight, thank God.
Look at the finish it! And it's all over!
No worries. I think LFA honestly is deeper. I really do. And I say that after watching this fight. They each put on a lot of shows, which is great. I do think the top talent in Cage Warriors is just a little bit better. Patty's is not a good recent example, but like look at Ian Gary, for example. Ian Gary would have torched everyone in LFA, I think. But like, and they're close though. They're close, and I think LFA, for the most part, has a little bit more depth. And again, I could be chewed out for that as well. I do think though, and I'll stand by it, that the top fighters in Cage Warriors are better overall than those of LFA. We got the feeling LFA sends more talent to the UFC than any other promotion. It feels like it these days, but like also because it's through Contender Series. So, and I think that's why we see a lot of them. And again, I don't want to shit on LFA here. I love LFA. I think it's one of the best developmental and regional promotions in North America right now, and the proof's in the pudding. But a lot of LFA fighters go to Contender Series, then go to the UFC, and a lot of LFA fighters go right from LFA to the UFC. A lot of Cage Fury Championship fight or Cage Fury FC champions go to the UFC as well. Cage Wars, maybe, and maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe I'm letting the entertainment factor cloud my judgment a little bit, because there has been, anyways, this last year in late 2022, there's been a ton of exciting Cage Warriors cards. So is that what's causing me to lean that way, folks? Let me know. All right, we're awaiting the official decision. I can't imagine it's anybody but McConico, but I'd laugh if not, because lol, he gassed in the second round. He'll also go to Dana White Contender Series. PFL is deeper, but a lot of veterans have been through LFA over the years. That is true. McConico wins this one unanimous decision. Keemstar's dad raises his hand. 6-2-1 for McConico. The favorite one, ladies and gentlemen. The favorite one. Robbery. And McConico has look at that. The Crystal King himself. Okay, they're not going to interview him. That's awesome. All right, and we move on here to the next fight on the card. The chance Ikei was a good one, but this last one, oof. So we should have Ivan Tena versus Riley Wiseman next year, folks. That was a hug fest compared to Felipe doing damage. I mean, it was barely a hug fest. They just stood in front of each other the whole time. Am I seeing this? Jared is here. Jared? Where's Jared? Jared who, brother? Oh, Jared Cannonier. Yes, that's who's in his corner. The crystal. That's what I was referring to as the crystal loving man. Jared Cannonier. I thought you were talking about like a chat. I was like, ooh, Jared's in the chat. All right, we're going to take a quick break here, folks, and we'll highlight the next two fighters and get right to the next fight, the third fight on this main card here. LFA 158 live here on the City Life Project YouTube channel. Fight Companion. Really appreciate having all of you here. Well, Smith will get humbled and battered by Glover again in grappling. Well, assuming he can compete, his knee apparently is all busted up now. Jimmy Rivera about to fight in BKFC soon. What the fuck? When did that happen? I can't believe Houston Alexander's 50 years old and still beating motherfuckers up in combat sports. Yes, the Fight Pass Invitational with Glover is a jiu-jitsu event. We actually live streamed the Fight Pass Invitational 3, and we had like 200 people in the live chat. It was absolutely insane. I think the video has like 25,000 views or something crazy like that on it. Did not expect that much love for the Fight Pass Invitational, but it did get a lot of love. Very excited to cover 4 and thus 5, because they will do 2 in this calendar year. They'll do another one, number 5, knock on wood, in January or right before the new year. No worries, buddy. No worries. Okay, we will be back on the other side for this next fight, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take our first break tonight. Refill your drinks, refill your snack bowl, and join us back here. Vote in the poll question, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Ring that bell for notifications so you never miss an upload. Back on the other side, LFA 158 live here on the City Light Project YouTube channel. Let's go, baby.
Just bought a new it. Spend a couple thousand just to cruise it. Shawty said she love me, but I swear she never prove it. I never tell her, but I put it in the music. Well, that's okay. All I wanna do is make the best of my whole day. Thank the Lord up above. Get the cream on the side. Make you laugh to knowing that's the stuff that I love. La, la, da, da, da. We can be friends if you wanna. We can just talk if you wanna. We can hold hands if you wanna. Hey, tell me what you wanna do. We could just laugh if you wanna. Late nights on the stars if you wanna. We could just kiss if you wanna. Hey, tell me what you wanna do. It's like the story of my life. Best friends, but we rocking all the same things. Say you need me, but you really tryna change lanes. Well, I don't even care. In my life, I don't battle with no fear. Fighting dragons. just bought a new whip. Spend a couple thousand just to cruise it. Shawty said she love me, but I swear she'll never prove it. I never tell her, but I put it in the music. Well, that's okay. All I wanna do is make the best of my whole day. Thank the Lord up above, get the cream on the side, make you laugh to knowing that's the stuff that I love. La da da da. We can be friends if you wanna. We could just talk if you wanna. We could hold hands if you wanna. Hey, tell me what you wanna do. We could just laugh if you wanna. Late nights on the stars if you wanna. We could just kiss if you wanna. Hey, tell me what you wanna do. It's like the story of my life. Best friends, but we rocking all the same things. Say you need me, but you really trying to change lanes. Well, I don't even care. In my life, I don't battle with no fear. Just bought a new whip. Spend a couple thousand just to cruise it. Shawty said she love me, but I swear she'll never prove it. I never tell her, but I put it in the music. Well, that's okay. All I wanna do is make the best of my whole day. Thank the Lord up above, get the cream on the side, make you laugh to knowing that's the stuff that I love. La da da da. We can be friends if you wanna. We can just talk if you wanna. We can hold hands if you wanna. Hey, tell me what you wanna do. We could just.
And we are back live here on the City Light Project YouTube channel for another live fight companion, LFA 158, ladies and gentlemen, and we are so excited to have all you folks alongside for the ride. We are well into our main card here. Shout out to everyone who joined us on the prelims as well. LFA will be continuing to show their prelims, first 2 or 3 fights on their YouTube channel, so be sure to subscribe to them. Look at LFA. Look how nice I am to you, LFA. You can unblock me on Twitter now. But if you're new to the channel, we do live play-by-play, commentary, reaction, and interaction. Every single weekend, we do multiple fight companions covering the world of combat sports, ladies and gentlemen. We did BKFC last week, decide, hey, we haven't done LFA in a little while. Let's get back on the LFA train, and it's been a fun card thus far. Like and subscribe if you haven't already so you never miss a fight companion content, and also vote in the poll question, folks. What's up, Duffet Gaming? 100% Duffet Gaming. Not only will the account get taken down, it will be banned, gone forever. Duffet Gaming, you are a smart person. Duffet Gaming, I can sense you. You're a smart person. You know better than to assume an outcome like that. And Duffet Gaming, it's funny you come back here and say that when I gave you a place to watch it last time, brother. So I don't know why you're so up in arms. The fight hasn't started yet, brother. The fight hasn't started yet. But thank you so much for joining. The fans won. Yo, what's up, King? Join us on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. We do have a Discord, actually, and if you can join the Discord by becoming a member on YouTube. We do have a Discord, so thanks for joining. Twitch is not our primary spot for streaming; it's our backup. Same with Facebook. We got a lot of new subs, or like some new viewers when we weren't able to stream on YouTube last week or the week before. So streaming to these platforms one last time to just say, hey, come over to our YouTube channel. But King, look at this for King and Duffet, I'll help you guys out. Don't ever say I didn't do anything for you. Okay, Don't ever say I didn't do anything for you. There you go. There you go. But King, if you want to join our live chat, it's buzzing on YouTube. We do poll questions on YouTube, and that's our main like channel and destination spot. Facebook and Twitch, like I said, are our backup destination spots when things occur on YouTube that don't allow us to stream, even things that we do legally, Mr. Dufret Gaming, sometimes, you know, get us pee-pee whacked so hard we can't even stream. So you thinking that I can show shit that I don't even own is absolutely insane, brother. Is absolutely insane. All right. But I do invite you to check out what I threw you there because it was an absolute gift. Don't say I didn't do anything for you. All right. Ivan Tena, 24 years old, up against Riley Wiseman, 30 years of age. Tena 5-1 in his pro MMA career, and he is the heavy favorite at minus 500. Fighting out of Arizona, a lot of Arizona boys, a lot of Arizona fighters on this card. Fighting at 145 pounds. Let's take a look at his record. Whoops. The Titan is his nickname. 3 KO, TKO, 2 submissions, 0 decisions, 3-1 in Combate Global. Combate Global, it's being streamed on, what is it, Paramount now, if I'm not mistaken, which is pretty cool. But beat a 4-1 guy in his last fight when he was 4-1, lost to a 4-2 guy, then was on a win streak before that as a pro, 2-4 fight win streak. Beat 3-3 guy, 3-0 guy, and then 2 guys making their debuts when he was making his debut as a pro when he was 1-0. So not bad. Didn't, I mean, he's only 6 fights into his career, going into his 7th fight right now, but it's not like he crushed that many cans. He has a pretty good amateur career as well, going 7-3 is the favorite. Ivan Tena. His opponent, Riley Wiseman, 2-1 as a pro. He is the underdog, plus 375. He's fighting out of Michigan. He lost his last fight, and he's 1-1 in LFA, actually. So he lost the last fight. He won his first fight in LFA, and he also won in Cage Sport 61. He was 2-0 on the amateur scenes before suffering his first loss in his last fight in LFA. He was on a 4-fight win streak, 2 in the pros, 2 as an amateur. I'm going with the favorite again here. I'm going with the favorite. This ain't Bellator, so I don't trust the underdogs yet on this card. I'm going with the favorite, the Titan, locking it in. Round 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on. And we are underway, and already going for the takedown was Wiseman. Good clinch and knees in the clinch by the Titan. A nice left hand by Wiseman. These guys are swinging right off the bat. Now, this is what I'm talking about, folks. This is what I'm talking about. Clinching up his Tena. Spoke too soon, perhaps. I spoke too soon, perhaps. And Tena with the takedown. Tena in the side control right now. Cheers, everyone. Happy Friday, by the way. Getting back up to the feet. Tena going to the standing up guillotine. Standing up guillotine for Tena. Going for the takedown as Wiseman gets out of the guillotine. Now he's in half guard. Great pace already. 1 minute into this first round. Top position in half guard right now is Wiseman. Is he trying to set up a submission here as he lays his body on the face of Tena? His side of his body anyways. King, I just gave it to you, buddy. I just gave it to you. Or just do this like me. Bellator odds should be flipped. Yeah, Bellator odds are nuts. Maybe Tena make it to the UFC one day, 5-1, only 24 years old. Good reversal by him right now as he's in the top position, but threatening with an armbar here is Wiseman. Good job of Tena for getting out of it. We're still scrambling out of it here. Wiseman looked for a ankle or heel. Tena escapes, both of them back up to their feet. 3 minutes. Wiseman does not stop with the pressure. Throws a right hand and a short elbow. High kick by Wiseman. Tena tried to counter with the right hand. Deep breaths though here by Tena early. 3 minutes in on the clock here in the first round. They haven't fought yet, I don't think, brother. Let me see. You can also check on Tapology. That's what I'm doing right now. Austin. Not only have they not fought yet, it doesn't even look like they're on this card, dude. So there you go. There you go. Oh no, another crotch sniffer. Tena in the top position here. Wiseman at least working in the bottom here. Looks a little bit more dangerous in his guard. Looking for now an armbar again. Setting up an armbar again is Wiseman. Looks good off his back. I'm taking Chris Lieben. He doesn't look like Chris Lieben, does he? 2 minutes left in this first round. They're back up on their feet here, and relentless pressure by Wiseman as he walks Tena down again, gets him in the clinch, try to throw a knee at him. This is a good grab. This is a good fight so far. This is a good fight. Pulling guard is Wiseman right now, going full Kron Gracie. 1 minute and 50 seconds on the clock. What happened to Cedric Doumbé? He explained it all on Helwani's show. What was it, earlier this week? Oh, a nice check leg kick by Tena. Tena moves in with a few shots here. Yeah, basically he wasn't allowed to fight in that France card. Oh, a nice combo there by Wiseman, followed by a kick. Spinning kick by Wiseman. Poor technique, and he falls to the ground. Straight right by Tena. I think actually it was to the body of Wiseman there. Wiseman then quickly went for the takedown. JL, simply enough, he couldn't fight due to some, rule where he didn't have enough MMA fights, didn't have enough experience to fight under the French commission during that first UFC, or that UFC Paris event. Was it Cyril Gane and Tibu Vasa? The UFC then offered him a contract, and he simply tested free agency in PFL, like they're doing with all these fighters, and paid him a lot more. And I imagine Jessica Rose Clark as well is going to be a PFL bound and somehow get more money in PFL despite being on a losing streak than she did in the UFC. Bleeding right on the right next to the right eye. Right next to the eyebrow, maybe on the eyebrow on Wiseman's face here. Good ground and pound by Tena. Wiseman's wild, but Tena right now, 22 seconds left. Getting some solid shots here in that modified half guard side control. 15 seconds left. Wiseman, he's still in this, though. He's still in this. Doumbé will be in the UFC after his 2-year PFL contract is up, most likely. Well, I mean, assuming he is actually good at MMA. Bad eye cut for Wiseman. Yeah, I want to take a look at this a little closely. And that is it for the first round. Is it simply just a little bit? Is it simply just a nick on the side of his eyebrow, or is it something deeper? We shall see here in a sec. Kleenex. Allergy season. My nose is itchy. I know, it's a stupid rule. Not enough MMA experience. Yeah, it's insane. I mean, we all joked about it then. Helwani did, and I did, and I feel like we even did in the chat here. And they continued to joke about it on that interview. I think it's 2 cuts. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
What a first round, ladies and gentlemen. What a first round. Solid ground and pound. I think Tena won that first round. Let me know how you are scoring this one, folks, in the live chat. Round 2 coming up here now. Shout out to everyone joining us on this stream. By the way, if you haven't already, vote in the poll question. Don't be shy. Comment in the live chat. We'll give everyone who comments in the live chat a shout out at the end of the show, as well as we'll read your comment on screen. We do live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and interaction. Oh, it looks like it's on the inside of the eye, not on the... Or maybe, no, you're right. 2 cuts. Inside of the right eye and outside. Oh, my goodness.
Let's get it on.
Round 2, ladies and gentlemen. And Wiseman is already cut up here. And it looks like Tena is applying the pressure early. Giving it right back to Wiseman, who was setting the tempo early in that first round. Nice takedown by Tena. Let's see if he can do more damage here on the ground. The odds are pretty bad for the underdog until the main event. It wasn't that he didn't have enough experience. The commission doesn't let fighters with less than 10 MMA fights compete with anyone with a differential 5 fights more or less than them. Okay, fair enough. But it's the reason for that comes down to experience. But yes, that's I knew I didn't know the exact details like Benjamin had there, so I leaned on the experience aspect of it. But yes, thank you very much, Benjamin. And yeah, that's exactly what happened to a T. I missed a bit of the round, but I got Tena up. Yeah, Tena doing all the damage, getting the better of Wiseman. Wiseman has been doing a good job. Well, he did a good job in the first one. He's starting to slow down here. You can see he's starting to gas. That youth is going to play a part for Tena, but he set a relentless pace in that first round. Forced Tena to take him down. Three minutes and 30 seconds on the clock here, second round. Tena clinching up against Wiseman. It looks like maybe there's a cut that opened up on Tena. Tena with a nice trip takedown right into that modified half guard side control. He's got to be careful of Wiseman. Good jiu-jitsu. Was good on his back in that first round. Three minutes on the clock. Hey, Gilbert Melendez is pretty good with the color commentary. I'll give him that. Shoot, who does he sound like? Oh, man. Oh, it's killing me. He sounds like Drake. No, he kind of sounds like Drake. Oh, Kimura attempt by Wiseman. Yeah, Kimura's been... Sorry. Wiseman's been scrambling, and he's been active off his back here, despite Tena beating him up a little bit on the top. So, I mean, good fight overall. Good fight overall. 6-1 Tena, if he wins this, could end up on Contender Series soon enough. If he keeps it up, he's young too, which UFC is going to value. Absolutely. I think he maybe has to get one more win, get a 3-fight win streak going. Cage grab by Tena. Clear cage grab there. Ref is going full Herb Dean out to lunch here. Oh, here we go. Attacking the ankle is Wiseman. And Tena gets out of it. Good job by Tena. He got out of that one in the first round as well, and he got out of this one into the full guard of Wiseman. Shane, I was thinking he sounded like Drake too. Yeah, man. One minute and 24 seconds on the clock here in the second round. Not a lot of finishes. This ain't one championship. Friday fight 17, which, by the way, folks, usually the MMA fights on the one championship Friday fights, it's lesser than what's on the Amazon Prime and previously numbered events, which I really hope they bring back. What are we on? It would be 165, I believe. Apparently, we're not getting the numbered events back for a while, or if ever. But anyways, I digress. The two MMA fights to start the card, the first one in particular was incredible. Incredibly entertaining. And usually they aren't. So shout out to one championship. You can knee grounded opponents, and that's how one of the fights ended. And then women's Muay Thai right after. So, I mean, yeah, they put what they probably assumed would have been the more quote-unquote boring fights to one standards on the first three fights. Incredible. All three of them incredible. Two finishes in MMA, and the Muay Thai fight went the distance. Absolute war. I watched it while I was working out today because I missed it live this morning. 15 seconds left in this second round. Tena still in the top position. Tena up on his feet. Up kick attempt by Wiseman. Tena inviting Wiseman up to his feet. There's only a few seconds left in this round. Some kicks to the leg, and that's it. End of the second round. We will go into the third and final round next. I got Tena up 2 rounds, folks. 10-9, 10-9. Let me know your thoughts in the live chat as well. I started to like one championship after RDR got humbled. Same with PFL. That scrap with Kayla made me like other promotions besides the UFC. Well, that's awesome, man. And it's cool that like storylines and fights like that have brought you in to those promotions. One championship is my favorite. Like, it is hands down my favorite promotion. Is it as good as the UFC? I say this all the time. No. Depth-wise, the UFC is the NFL, the NHL, the MLB of the respected sport. However, one championship, I mean, it's a closer second. It's like the KHL for those hockey fans out there. It's very well respected. They put on a better show. The rule set makes for more exciting fights. They have Muay Thai. They have kickboxing. It's more martial arts themed versus, and I hate to say it, but like theatrics, whatever the UFC is. I don't know. It's watered down WWE. You know what I mean? And yeah, and then I like Ryzen because it's crazy. It's over the top theatric. It is a anime in real life.
Let's get it
Second
on.
round, ladies and gentlemen, or third round, I should say. And yeah, and I'm starting to like, you know, some of the other promotions for different things as well. I love Eris for just their production. I love LFA because like a lot of these guys we are going to see on Contender Series in the UFC. Same with Cage Fury. Cage Warriors puts, you know, for better or for worse, feeding, you know, their homegrown guys and gals cans. Like they're entertaining. So like I'm starting to love all these promotions for different reasons as well, which is cool. Dana hinted at doing a numbered event next time he comes back to Charlotte. He said it was the highest gate for domestic fight night in UFC history. I would say that that's more Ryzen. I would say it's more Ryzen. One championship's more legit than the XFL. Football's a bad example because there's not really a good feeder league. You know what I mean? I shouldn't even say feeder, like actual competitor. Hockey's a better example because like there's guys who come right out of the KHL and are stars in the National Hockey League. So you could say that like the KHL is like skill wise is like one championship. Ryzen is like the LNAH in Quebec. Seriously. We'll say like the PFL is the AHL and Bellator is the ECHL. And then you got regional promotion. Duffrey, I gave you a place to watch it, brother. I don't understand, Mr. Gaming. I literally gave you a gift. I gave you the destination because your poor ass is too cheap to buy Fight Pass. I gave you a spot to watch this, and he's still ripping on me, folks. I don't get this guy. I said, like, I don't get this guy. Brother, I gave you the place to watch this. You overlooked it. That's your fault, brother. That is your fault. You were there, brother. You were there. So come on, dude. I gave you a gift, man. I gave you a gift, and now you come back at me? What is this, brother? What is this? I goddamn hope so. Abu Dhabi, knock on wood. It's crazy. He went from one of the most active fighters to obviously one of the least active. I think a little bit of it is finding out if he's actually going to fight at welterweight, is he going to fight at middleweight, and a lot of fighters are ducking him. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in this third round. This has been the most boring round of the whole fight. No, again, football's a bad example. Then why aren't you watching it, dude? Good, you're not a casual then. I respect you. Yes, sir. What is up, DM? It's good to see you. Yes, we will. I like the profile picture, by the way. Mr. Gaiman. Must be American. Happy Friday, everybody. Cheers to you. You're not a casual, Mr. Gaming. You have Fight Pass. I respect you. 1 minute and 28 seconds left. And again, this one's not even fun to like provide live updates and play-by-play. But rounds like this, I should say, because the first two rounds were entertaining. I will say that. This third round has been a grind. Let's be honest. Dufert Gaming. Is that actually how I pronounce him? Anyway, shout out to you, sir. Sorry, I got a little fired up there, brother.
Emotional damage.
Cheers, everybody. As we said, these people be silly goosies. Silly geese. Could you have Loma by decision? He looked really nervous at the weigh-ins. He was starting up some drama too. I got Loma, and that's the reason why. I mean, I'm not a huge boxing guy, but I do enjoy watching Loma fight. 22 seconds left And he was on his feet for just a moment. That is Tena. Gets right back into the full guard of Wiseman. 15 seconds left. Like, sure, give this round to Tena for laying on top of Wiseman. Tena didn't win this fight because of this third round. He won the fight because of the first two. So news fest. What is up, Adam? It's good to see you, brother. I want to see Lopez fight a ranked guy soon. How's the matches so far? They've been, honestly, Andrew, they've been kind of subpar compared to some of the last LFA events that we've covered, but we have the best fights yet to come. Andrew, do you want the breakdown? So in the prelims, Andrew, and it looks like there were 2 fights that didn't go down in the prelims, so I'm not sure if we're going to see them on the main card or not. But we had a no contest to start, a submission, a no contest. We did have a great left hooking KO TKO by our boy Tyler Jones. We had someone who was his training partner in the live chat. And then we saw a good fight, Chance Ikei against Joe Stafford. That was a good fight. But then we saw the McConico fight, which was really boring. This last fight, which the first 2 rounds were great. Ivan Tena had a good first 2 rounds. That third round, though, was meh, to say the least. So let's hope that Austin Wourms and Cedric Katambwa put on a better fight here next, but we will see who won this one. I imagine, again, I'd be very, very surprised if the favorite didn't win this one next. No worries, Andrew. I'm glad that you dropped in to say what's up now. By the way, folks, be like Andrew and like this video if you haven't already. Our like goal in the video is lofty, and will we get to it? Probably not, but I am hopeful we'll at least get close. We're trying to get to 50 likes on the video here today, folks. So if you're watching and haven't liked this video, please do so. Okay, we're listening in for the official decision. It's going to be a good fight, and we don't see, in boxing anyways, guys fight, in their respective primes as much as we do in MMA, right? Because it's all about the money. 6-1. Tena wins this one. Proves his career to 6-1. I think give him one more fight in LFA. Let's get him on a 3-fight win streak and then get the call to a contender series and or right into the UFC. So maybe 2 more fights. 2 more fights next year. Then contender series. Shit, he could sneak in 2 more fights before contender series coming up here in the summer. We got Ultimate Fighter. Shoot. Next week? Oh my goodness, we got Ultimate Fighter next week, and we are going to be doing live fight, I guess not fight events, live watch parties for Ultimate Fighter when it airs on ESPN, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a good season. Conor McGregor's here, so you know it's going to be a good season. Like, you go from freaking Nunes and Pena to McGregor Chandler. Like, let's fucking go, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm sorry. As much as I love Ortega and Volk, like, that season was pretty garbage as well. And remember to like the stream. Yes, thank you so much, Zoomer. I appreciate it. By the way, Zoomer's, he's been one of our subscribers since what, Zoomer? Like 500 subs? Maybe even before. So shout out to you, sir. Thank you so much for continuing to jump on these streams. We're so close to 5,000 subs. Like, I think Zoomer was honestly around here before we even hit 500 subs. We were close to 5,000 subs. Cannot wait to hit 5,000 subs. We're going to do a special 5,000 subscriber live stream to a whole ordeal with Kyle, Tim, and a bunch of people who've appeared on the channel. So we appreciate every single one of you. Excited for when we hit that milestone. Do you think Francis move to the PFL was good? He's getting more, but still believe win, lose would off make fighting Jones. Of course, that changes if he boxes Wilder and Tyson will make way more. Look, we all wanted him to see him fight Jones. I think we all collectively wanted to see him stay in the UFC. At the end of the day, he wanted to be paid a certain amount and X, Y, and Z. He got X, Y. He got the whole fucking alphabet with PFL. So I do not blame him at all. I have no ill will for him at all. I really like props to him that he got everything and more from what he wanted. He even got on Chatri's bad side, which is hilarious. as a fan of MMA, I'm a little disappointed just that we don't get to see that Jones fight. I'm a little disappointed that, you know, he didn't get to stay in the UFC or go to one championship. Honestly, I would have personally and selfishly loved to see him in one championship more. So anyways, it is what it is. Glad he got what he wanted, but it would have been nice to see him in one. I watched golf, 2 baseball games, and now the Stars game. Yes, go Stars, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go Stars, baby. I might take some heat for this, but Tena is so wild and wide with his punches that I think Loma will take it and maybe piece him up. Shane's picking Katambwa to win this next one. Adam, I like the profile picture, buddy. Well, the PFL move may not be the best for himself, but he's making breakthrough for the rest. No, but I think it is good for himself. That's the thing. Like, he is making money. He is making bank with the PFL. Will it sink their promotion long-term? Potentially. It's 3-3 Stars tied it up. Let's go. Let's go. Has Pavelski scored? I have been here, I think, since the Usman fought Leon the first time. Dude, so that's crazy. So when Leon fought Edwards the Usman, you want to know how many subscribers we had? We had just hit 100. Like, we might have been at like 150 Zoomerless. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? That I was in my room with the high ceilings, with that nice bookcase behind me. Oh no, we just lost video to the broadcast here. Okay, here we go. We're back. Yeah, but it's 20% of a million buys, more than 60% of PFL, 40,000 pay-per-view buys. Look, he's getting pay-per-view points on top of a set nice salary. He's not just getting pay-per-view buys. And put it this way, his opponents are going to be making more than what Francis made in his last fight in the UFC, defending his heavyweight title. So, like, I get it. When you're making, like, whatever, because he made, like, under $1 million, if I'm not mistaken, right? In his fight against Oregon. Some people are saying, oh, it was 500,000. I don't think it was more than 500,000, but it wasn't $1 million. I know. Hilarious. Again, if the PFL absorbs Bellator and, like, somehow truly become the second best promotion that Bellator claims to be, lol, it's one championship, obviously, then whatever, good for them. I don't like the season thing, but it would be nice to see a true rival in North America to the UFC, or at least like someone who at least like just bugs them a little bit. Not a true rival where, like, you know, they have to duke it out, but you know what I mean. Ironically, Francis will still be on ESPN and TSN. All right, Austin Wourms, pro record of 5-5, ladies and gentlemen. He lost his last 2 fights. However, he is 3-2 in his last 5, plus 300. He is the underdog. Both of these fighters are fighting out of Arizona, ladies and gentlemen. 0 KO TKO, 5 submissions. 0 decisions, 2-1 in LFA, 1-2 in rough MMA. He lost to Bobby Moffitt, love that name, and Lucas Clay in his last 2 fights. He got finished in his last 2 fights as well, Darce choke and knee. Before then, he won via 3 arm bars in a row, ladies and gentlemen. He likes the arm bars. Let's go. All right, looking at his opponent who's about to make his walkout to the cage. I keep using this tab and it keeps fucking everything up. So I'm just going to stop with this tab here and use a different one. Looking at his opponent, Cedric Katambwa, 3-0 as a pro, ladies and gentlemen. He's 32 years of age, 3-0 in LFA as well. 2 unanimous decisions, 1 win, where his opponent tapped out due to rib injury in the first round. That was back in January. As an amateur, he went 6-1, and he was on a 4-fight win streak before becoming a pro. I'm going with the favorite again. I'm going with Cedric Katambwa. That is my pick, locking it in. Let me know your pick in the live chat, folks. And before I get right back to the live chat, I am going to update the ticker on the bottom of the screen. So it looks like we had 2 prelim fights that aren't happening. Maybe we're going to have some postlims up in this motherfucker. Maybe they're going to add them on this card. I'm not sure. Maybe they scrapped them entirely. Dun, 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 dun. Give me one sec here. Again, big shout out to everyone joining us. If you're joining us on Facebook and Twitch, please migrate over to our YouTube channel. I would love to see Jones get flatlined, but just like Tony versus Khabib, some things are just not destined to happen. Yeah, just like GSP and Anderson Silva too. I mean, there were conversations for a catchweight, and it's funny. I don't listen to this podcast regularly, but I listen to as many appearances as MMA guys and gals make on big podcasts out there. And George St. Pierre was on the Nelk Boys podcast. And said that like that fight was like in the works to happen, but one of his clauses was he wanted Silva to take a drug test, and the UFC didn't want that on the off chance, and maybe at that time that Anderson was on the sauce, and just didn't want to bring that into the equation at the time if they didn't have to. Right now, Bader first Francis, I would say Francis. I understand, but on top of 20% off of that. Was the most paid heavyweight ever on the new contract on the biggest man platform, and still didn't get the Fury fight. The main reason he left. Well, he is going to be boxing before he competes in MMA. Like he said on the interview with Ara Hawani, and as I predicted as well, he's not going to fight until maybe even May or April of next year, right? In MMA. He's going to fight in boxing first, and it very well could still be against a Fury or a big name. Go Wourms. That is my pick. Well, thank you, Andrew, for giving me your pick, buddy. Shane, what was your pick? Are you going with the favorite as well? Imagine PFL puts on their first super fight event with Ngannou, Jake Paul, Kayla Harrison, co-main eventing, and they still don't break 1 million pay-per-view buys. Honestly, Benjamin, I might even buy it just to help them out a little bit, just to give them a little charity. No, I'm not. Oh, my goodness. And shout to the LFA. They're getting some of that BKFC OnlyFans sponsorship money. 29 years old is Wourms. 32 is Katambwa. And again, Austin Wourms, 5-5. All 5 of his wins have come by submission. He loves the arm bars, ladies and gentlemen. 3 in a row in his last 3 wins. Shane's going with the favorite as well, locking it in. Yeah, this one's not as fun as Bellator. Bellator is honest, Shane. Honestly, Bellator is the funnest one to do our beer bets because, like, favorite, underdog, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. We're going on streaks, or we're getting our ass kicked on that one, Shane. By the way, Shane, it's good to see you again, brother. I know I was busy this week, so I haven't been able to text back as much, but I'll get back on the saddle here in a moment, or this weekend, get caught up with everything. But it's good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for being an exclusive member. Happy Friday to everybody. All right. Just being announced here in the cage are both these fighters. A lot of fight-ready fighters on this card as well. That's Logan Paul. The favorite has won every time this evening. I don't know if Francis is going to get one of these big boxes to fight him. It seems like they're just not interested. But that's on the outside, right? Money talks. And Eddie Hearn hasn't had serious conversations with Francis yet. Round 1.
Let's get it on!
Maybe once, now that he has his MMA contract signed and everything's good there, he'll be a little less bullish about insane dollars for boxing and, take a reasonable but lucrative deal. And it's only going to be for one fight, right? All right. Outside low kick by Katambwa. Wourms again, just going full Charles Oliveira here, dyeing his hair, looking for that takedown. We're going to get this to the ground and go for that submission. Jamie Benn from Vancouver Island, British Columbia. Let's go, baby. Go, Dallas. Go, Dallas. Let's go, Jamie Benn from Vancouver Island. Let's go, Jamie Benn. I used to actually work for the junior B team that him and his brother played for before they played in the BCHL. Jamie only played 1 year there. Jordy played a couple more because Jordy Ben's a junior B NHL player as well. Oh, and a low blow by Katambwa on Wourms. Ouch, Wourms in a lot of pain there. Rolling in discomfort in the center of the cage. Ouch. Wourms the Hunter graphic on his shorts there. Wow, indeed, Andrew. Wow, indeed. Andrew, big plans this weekend? It sounds like you had a big day today of watching sports. Yeah, Wourms still in discomfort here. Hasn't stood up yet. He's taking his time. He's stretching out. Still taking his time here. Let's take a look at it again. Straight right doesn't land. Inside right kick, and it goes for the inner thigh, and it just hits him right in the danglers. Jimmy Rivera's fighting right now, BKFC. How's he doing, guys? I closed the BKFC app on my iPad. Instead, we're watching Wourms on the ground. As he's still... I mean, look, he got kicked in the nuts by an MMA fighter. Who am I to say it didn't look that bad, but it didn't look as bad as some of the ones we've seen, and he's still in agony right now. Who did I say? Andrew? Nope, just babysitting my nephews, but they're older, 10 and 8, and we got the dog for the weekend. You can try the same one that I've sent before Activate A, but I have the BKFC app, so I'm not sure. But someone in the chat might have it. How's Jimmy Rivera doing? We're still in the first round. Austin Wourms got kicked in the balls, and he might not be able to continue. DQ win incoming. Where's Mike Jones? Who dropped a little bit on that? All right, we're I mean, how much time has he taken thus far? There's no ticker on or clock on the screen on LFA's broadcast that show. He's just talking to the ref. He's like, "Look, me and my wife, we're trying to have kids, man. I can't do it. I can't take it anymore. I can't risk it." Looks like, yeah, this might be over. Looks like he does not want to continue. We must be at like 3 minutes. He's just vibing down there now. Disqualification. I could go for some Dairy Queen right now. Peanut butter buster parfait or whatever that shit is. Mike Jones, where are you? No, he's not in the stream today. Oh, this is it, I think. Okay, so timeout right now? What the fuck, bro? We've been timeout, ref. We have literally been timed out, bro. 1 minute 20 seconds left in the 5 minutes that you can take to recover before this fight is over. Not a good look on Wourms then, no. I mean, the broadcast just said maybe he wants to use the entire clock. Because, I mean, you can take the time. David, please join us on YouTube. Happy birthday. Shout out to Iron Michael Edmond. David, please jump over to YouTube and like and subscribe, brother. You know it's over when the bum scoots to the cage. It is over.
Looking to finish it. And it's all over.
And rightfully so. Cedric Katambwa punches the cage. Punches the cage in rage. Goes to apologize. What a dick, man. What a dick, man. Goes to apologize to Wourms, and Wourms is like shaking him off, like, no, I don't want to talk to you. It's like, bro, it was an accident. Damn, what a disappointment. And that's it. It is waved off, ladies and gentlemen. 1 minute into that first round. Unfortunate indeed, and yeah, like frustration by Katambwa, and in fairness to him, he deserves to be frustrated. I mean, yeah, low blow, 100%. It was an accident. And again, who am I to speak on behalf of the guy who got hit in the balls? It didn't look that bad. And it looked like he wasn't. Katamba lost disqualification. I imagine. We haven't heard the official decision yet, but I imagine that's what's going to happen. Lost to 0 like John Jones. It might be. It might be. I hope it's not. I hope it's just a no contest. I know that's what bugged me. It was like, show some respect. Like, yes, I chose to end this fight because I cannot continue, but I recognize that this sucks for you as well. But he's now shaking his head to the broadcast who are just doing the job right now. Again, look, yeah, he grazed the nutsack, folks. Oh, yeah, okay, that was a good nut shot. I get it, but like, I don't know. Anyways, we'll see, folks. What do you think? Think it's an L, or do you think it's just... He's just trying to fix his 4-5 record any way he can. 5-5, but... All right, official decision. What the hell is going on? We're listening in. "53 seconds into the round. No contest. Whew! No contest, and Buddy fingers the audience. Okay, well, at least he shakes Katambwa's hand, but Wourms fingers the audience. Who is this worm of a man? Who is this worm of a fighter? Come on, brother. JD, what's going on, JD? What's going on, brother? It's good to see you. Cedric needs to gather some wins. He's 32 if he wants to go to the big leagues. Well, this one wasn't his fault. I mean, it was, but it wasn't. It was an accidental low blow. Damn. Well, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Yeah, because the unintentional eye poke from Sugar Sean was a no contest. Well, I mean, that's UFC. This is LFA, but fair. Wourms is pissed he didn't get a DQ win. Void, mate, try the one I always give you, brother, because that's the only one I got. Also, just get Fight Pass, you peasants. All right, well, unfortunately, that was a no contest, so moving right along. Looks like we have 3 more fights left on the card, ladies and gentlemen. We did have 2 prelims that didn't happen, so I'm wondering if they're going to be on the main card here. If not, which I assume probably not, we have 3 more fights left here. Flyweight's coming up next. Both these guys on a win streak. This one should be fun. Unreal, says Andrew. Unreal indeed, brother. Unreal indeed. Got enough subscriptions. Well, that's the thing. You got to cancel them. I canceled Netflix because fuck Netflix. Fuck that shit. There's no MMA on Netflix. Well, other than that Connor documentary. My roommate has Netflix. We good. Someone in your family, Void mate, go get a girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever, and use their Netflix account. Okay. There's ways you can get the Netflix. Amazon Prime, again, someone in your family's got Amazon Prime. Just sign into the, hey, I need to buy something here. sign to that for one championship. And then just cancel the rest because you really don't need any of the other ones. What, you really watching Bellator with your Paramount account? Lol. You ain't doing that. So there you go. Cancel those motherfuckers and pay for what you actually want to see, which is the Netflix of Fights Fight Pass. Pretty rubbish card so far. Yes, indeed. Like, we chose to do LFA over BKFC tonight, and this is what we get. Yes, how's Rivera doing in BKFC? Benjamin. I know Benjamin's watching it as well. I should have just kept this a BKFC stream, folks. I should have just kept this a BKFC stream. But every now and then we get a gem for LFA. It was a no contest. It was a no contest. He's doing decent in round 3. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Voidmate. I think it's worth it because not only do you get a ton of great regional, you get the entire library to Pride, Strike Force, WEC, all past UFC events, pay-per-views, and fight nights. And Voigtmate, if you ever go to Canada outside the United States, you don't need ESPN Plus to watch most of the fight nights. I'd say like 90%. You can get most of them on Fight Pass. Most. Shout out to everyone joining us live here. We're going to take a quick break. On the other side, we will be back to highlight both of these next fighters in the featured fight here as they're about to make their walkouts. I will give my prediction, then I want to hear yours. Again, I appreciate every single one of you who have joined us during this stream. We'll give you all a shout out before we hang up the gloves before this stream ends, folks. And again, we really appreciate every single one of you. Quick break, 2-minute break. On the other side, we will be back to highlight these fighters. We'll be back for me to give my prediction, and I want to hear yours. So in the meantime, get your predictions in the live chat, vote in the poll question, like and subscribe. We are trying to get this video to 50 likes by the end of the night. I know that is a lofty goal with only 3 fights left on this card. Her last one just ended 53 seconds in because of disqualification. But folks, I know we have it in us to at least get it close to that. So like this video if you haven't already. Back on the other side to highlight these next 2 fighters. They're making their walkouts now, folks. Don't go anywhere. 2-minute break. Refill your snack bowl. Refill your drinks. And we'll see you on the other side. LFA 158 live here on the City Light Project YouTube channel. We'll be back for the rest of this fight companion on the other side. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Like and subscribe, vote in the poll question, and get your prediction in the live chat.
Just bought a new whip. Spend a couple thousand just to cruise it. Shawty said she love me, but I swear she'll never prove it. I never tell her, but I put it in the music. Well, that's okay. All I wanna do is make the best of my whole day. Thank the Lord up above. Get the cream on the side. Make you laugh to know it. That's the stuff that I love. La, la, da, da, da. We can be friends if you wanna. We can just talk if you wanna. We can hold hands if you wanna. Hey, tell me what you wanna do. We could just laugh if you wanna. Late nights on the stars if you wanna. We could just kiss if you wanna. Hey, tell me what you wanna do. It's like the story of my life. Best friends, but we rocking all the same things. Say you need me, but you really tryna change lanes. Well, I don't even care. In my life, I don't battle with no fear. Fighting drag. I just bought a new whip. Spend a couple thousand just to cruise it. Shawty said she love me, but I swear she'll never prove it. I never tell her, but I put it in the music. Well, that's okay. All I wanna do is make the best of my whole day. Thank the Lord up above, get the cream on the side, make you laugh to know it. That's the stuff that I love, la da da da. We can be friends if you wanna. We could just talk if you wanna. We could hold hands if you wanna. Hey, tell me what you wanna do. We could just laugh if you wanna. Late nights on the stars if you wanna. We could just kiss if you wanna. Hey, tell me what you wanna do. It's like the story of my life. Best friends, but we rocking all the same things. Say you need me, but you really tryna change lanes. Well, I don't even care. In my life, I don't battle with no fear. Fighting dragons.
And we are back live here on the City Life Project YouTube channel. Shout out to everyone who's joining us for this Fight Companion LFA 158 to start off this weekend. We got a little karate combat tomorrow, followed by some boxing, and then Road to Fury. It's going to be rough, but we're going to stream it anyways on Sunday, folks. So appreciate everybody joining us live here. We do live Fight Companions every single weekend, folks. Live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and interaction. Voidmate, Activate, Adam Dubois, as well as our exclusive members, Benjamin, Shane, and so many more of you, JL. Shout out to everyone in the live chat here. I'll give all you a shout out at the end of the stream and keep the comments coming as we go. As these fighters get announced in the center of the cage. Oh, I keep doing that and then tripping out the screen. I will highlight them here and give my official prediction. I want you guys to give me your predictions as well in the live chat, folks. So please do so here as we run them down. Only 3 more fights left on the card. This is the featured fight. Then we go into the co-main event, followed by the main event, which we will have a title fight on this card. Yes, that is for the LFA Vacant Lightweight Championship. But for this fight, we have Aupuni Pagaoa fighting out of Las Vegas. He is 3-1 in his pro MMA career, and he's 3-1 in LFA. 2-fight win streak right now, where he won via unanimous decision in his last fight, and he won via TKO in the second round in his fight before. His first ever win in the promotion, he won 12 seconds in the first round. He lost by unanimous decision. His only loss as a pro. He was 5-2 on the amateur scene. He is also the favorite here tonight, minus 350. His opponent, Humberto Duarte, 5-2 in his pro MMA career, despite being the underdog, plus 275. 4-1 in his last 5 fights, 5-2 as a pro, representing Mexico and the United States, fighting out of Arizona. 3 KO, TKO, 0 submission, 2 decision, 2-1 in rough MMA. And like I said, he's on a 4-fight win streak right now. Split decision, KO, TKO, KO, and TKO. 4-3 on the amateur scene. Round 1.
Let's get it all.
I'm going with the favorite again. I'm sorry, folks. I know I'm not making this riveting, Shane, in our beer bets, but I'm going with the favorite again. Again, LFA, it ain't Bellator. We don't have the best matchmaking, but they ain't Bellator. Yeah, me too, Shane. Let me know your predictions in the live chat, folks, and we can lock them in. 30 seconds have gone by in this first round. Come on, boys. We've had some stinkers on this card. Let's end strong. Let's end strong. Again, like this video if you folks haven't already. We are trying to get to 50 likes on this video here today. I know that's probably a lofty goal. I don't even know where we're at right now. Hasn't been the best card. Wasn't the biggest stream, but that's our goal regardless. Let's see if we can at least get close. So like this video, vote in the poll question, and comment in the live chat. Super interactive. Feeling each other out are both these fighters right now, getting their timing. Center of the cage. Inside low kick by Duarte. Pressing is Duarte. Pagaoa now. Pagaoa in the blue corner. Duarte in the red. Not to be confused with the red shorts, but red tape. Pagaoa now doing the good job of forcing Duarte outside of that center line. 3 minutes and 12 seconds on the clock here, first round. Not a lot of action yet, folks. Not a lot of action yet. Neither of them are really utilizing their jab. Decent counter left by Duarte. Duarte with a kick to the knee, outside low kick. Good body shot by Pagaoa. That one seemed like it hurt Duarte. I think it might have. I think Duarte has a good poker face. I think that body shot hurt him. I don't think it was quite like liver, or else he would have fallen down by now, but I do think it hurt him. And Pagaoa smells blood here as he's continuing to take away Duarte's angles here and press him up against the cage. Duarte now with the triple left jab. Seems like he's recovered a little bit and he's utilizing that counter left well, but Pagaoa recognizes the body shot's working here. What's up, Soto? It's good to see you, buddy. JD, your sound effect machine is great. Have you thought about recording one of your own guitar riffs to add to it? I haven't thought about that, but I could. I very much like the pentatonic blues. I haven't like whipped out the guitar and even plugged it into this soundboard. I got more sound effects. I gotta start shaking them up again. I have quite a bit. Any requests right off the bat? Because like folks who know what I have, I got look at me now. We got the infamous.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
I can't let you get close.
This one's one of my personal favorites.
Come on, it's not over. Stop the fight.
Oh, and back take here by Duarte. Nice right hands by Duarte here as he has his body lock on Pagaoa. Pushing Pagaoa up against the cage. A nice knee to the back of the leg of Pagaoa. Soto, it's good to see you, buddy. And a nice takedown by Duarte here on Pagaoa. Let's freaking go. Hey, Activate A, if you're on Twitter, give me a follow on Twitter, my man. I'm most active on Twitter out of any social media. Too active at times. I force myself to take breaks.
Are you intoxicated or something?
That's fucking illegal.
Oh, oh, look at that. I didn't even know I had that one. Okay. And I got a ton on this main one, too. Activate A. Hell yeah, buddy. Back up to their feet here. 32 seconds left in this first round. And Pagaoa right back to pressuring Duarte. Good first round. Good display of mixed martial arts. Both of these guys going at it back and forth. 15 seconds left. And a huge left hand opportunity by Pagaoa. By Duarte. He throws it and misses. Nice left hand by Pagaoa. That one lands. Between that body shot and that huge left hand, I mean, he seemingly hurt Duarte a little bit here. And that is it for the first round. Good first round by both of these guys. Great first round by Pagaoa, in my opinion. I think he won that one. I think that was those body shots about, what was it, at the 2 minute and some mark in that first round really, really hurt Duarte there. Duarte with a good poker face. Duarte doing a good job with the counters, doing a good job catching that leg kick and going for the takedown. I mean, both of them in their own right are doing a solid job and fighting a good fight here. I got it 10-9 for Pagaoa. Let me know your thoughts in the live chat, folks. Smaller guys, flyweight, 125 pounds, so the pace hopefully can be sustained longer. That sounded like a glass apparatus with some water in it. That's indeed what it was. Done. It was 48-47. Definitely going to rewatch that when it's uploaded. The Jimmy fight. Oh yes, I'm gonna rewatch that as well. I have the BKFC app, so I'm just gonna watch it right after this. I have 3 more One Championship fights to watch from the fight Friday Fight 17, round 2.
Let's get it on!
And then I'm gonna watch that one before bed as well. 1 minute into OT. I thought you said Ben scored. Oh, Ben scored the tying goal, the 3rd goal for the Dallas Stars. 30 seconds into this second round, folks. Center of the cage. Connects with one of those jabs is Pagaoa. Oh, good left hand by Duarte. Pagaoa, man. Keeping Duarte on the outside here. Beautiful. I almost spat my drink on my iPad. That was insane. Beautiful right hook, and Pagaoa knocks Duarte the fuck out. He is out cold. Beautiful right hook, and he goes down. I almost spat my drink all over my webcam, all over my iPad. It's a good thing I stopped myself, though. Oh my goodness.
Look at the finish it! And it's all over!
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness!
What a knockout. Did you folks see that? Did you see that? Glad Duarte's back up to his feet right now. We're looking at the replay. Left to the body. Beautiful right. Oh my goodness. Picture perfect. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. As this card has been a dud up until now. We were on the featured fight. We have the co-main event of the main event next, which surely should be good as well. But Pwaga, I fucked up your name. Pagaoa, thank you. Thank you so much. Beautiful, beautiful knockout. And great first round by both of these guys.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucking.
Let's freaking go. Frozen like Elsa indeed. Favorites are 5-5 +1 no contest. I accidentally ordered 5B sticks instead of 5A, and I tried to make it work, but it's just not right. I can't do it. Got to order more 5As now. Oh, man. All I want, Benjamin, tomorrow is Chick-fil-A again, but I got to, like, pace myself. Because now that I know how good it is, I just want it all the time. And it's, like, it's more expensive than Quick Trip. So, like, this could be a problem. All right, being announced as the winner is Aupuni Pagaoa. Knockout. Beautiful knockout, too. Beautiful combo. Left to the body where he's finding success early into this fight. And then a right hand advances, improves his record to 4-1 in the promotion. Beautiful, beautiful stuff there as we move right along to the co-main event, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I think Kaposa's corner is done on MMA On Point, which is really sad. I got to reach out to Kaposa and just be like, yo, let me do the new Kaposa's corner for you. Let me run your YouTube channel. Because he was starting to post highlights on his YouTube channel, but he only posted 2 videos and then stopped a few months ago, or 2 months ago. But anyways, that would be on Kaposa's corner. What a tremendous win, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God!
Gilbert Melendez going full DC. Going full Joe Rogan in the center of the cage. Oh, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I had the breakfast a few weeks ago, and I actually had like the chicken sandwiches for the first time last weekend. I got a just like deluxe normal chicken. I got a normal one, and I got a spicy. I got a combo with one of them. Had some mac and cheese. Had some sweet tea, and then I didn't end up getting like a dessert because that was like a lot of food in its own right. But yeah, it's insanely good. It's hands down the best fast food chain I've ever had. Like simple, delicious, quality, but you pay for it. And again, it's like fast food price, but still. Whereas Quick Trip, it's like gas station, good gas station food, similar to, I forget the chain, and I forget every single time I jump on these live streams, the one that's in the South, in Texas in particular. Has the advantage on the ground, but still stands with the faster, younger killer. All right. We'll highlight these next fighters in a second. I'm just going to update the ticker on the bottom of the screen, and we'll move right to it. Keep the comments coming, folks. I know it's not the best UFC card this weekend, but other than Mackenzie Dern, you simps, you, who do you think, or who do I think? Who are you looking forward to watching this weekend on the card? Are there any particular fights? Are there any particular fighters that you follow? Let me know. By the way, for those who are viewing on Facebook, please come over to YouTube. Facebook is not our actual streaming destination for this. We stream primarily on YouTube. We do live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and interaction with all you folks in the live chat here. We have a huge live chat on YouTube. We got a poll question on YouTube, and we stream multiple fight companions covering the world of mixed martial arts and combat sports every weekend. We're not going to be streaming on Facebook moving forward, or Twitch for that matter. So those are our backup platforms in case anything happens with YouTube. So if you guys can jump over to YouTube, like and subscribe, that would be awesome. We really appreciate it. I see there's a few of you on Facebook right now. That's right. I see you, Johan. I see you, Brandon. I see you, Kyle. Get your ass over to Twitter right now. Or sorry, Twitter. Get your ass over to YouTube right now. Is Pat Miletich announcing? I don't think it's Pat Miletich, but I mean, maybe it is actually. I don't know for this one, to be honest. I have the volume super low as well. But that's a cool poster for LFA 163. But there's a former UFC fighter. As soon as now I go to it and I start talking about, the name escapes me, for BKFC. Chris Lytle, BKFC. He's their color announcer, I think. Shane, always a step ahead of me here. I'm picking Tuan Ho. Shane, how was the beer, by the way, buddy? I miss the Longwood beers. All right, let's get into it. The guy that Shane picked, Tuan Ho, 3-0 as a pro. He is undefeated, ladies and gentlemen, out of Vietnam, but he's fighting out of Glendale, Arizona. Rest in peace, Arizona Coyotes. He's on a 5-fight win streak if you include his amateur career, 22 years of age, and he's the -425 heavy favorite. Fighting out of the MMA lab with Sean O'Malley and the crew. He's 3-0 in LFA. He fought a 2-2 guy, beat him via knee bar in the second round. Head kick KO in the 14 seconds of the first round against a 0-1 guy. Spinning back fist and then ground and pound to defeat his first opponent as a pro. On the amateur scene, he went 7-0 on the amateur scene. This guy has not lost as an amateur. He has not lost as a pro. He is the favorite here, going up against the veteran Edwin de Los Santos, ladies and gentlemen, +325 out of San Jose. He is 29 years old. Flyweights again, fighting at 125. 2-1 as a pro, but if you look at his amateur fights, he is 4-1 in his last 5 fights, but he lost his last fight. Again, 2-1 as a pro, 29 years old. 2-0 in Bellator, ladies and gentlemen. 2-0 in Bellator. Goes to Uriah Faber's A1 Combat, loses, and now is in the co-main event in LFA. He fought a 0-0 guy in Bellator. Fought a 3-0 guy in Uriah Faber's A1 Combat and lost beat a 0-1 guy via liver kick and ground and pound. But 4-0 on the amateur scene, so props to him. I mean, he's 29 years old. I would say, experience, but it doesn't look like there's experience there. There's not a lot of kickboxing fights on his record or anything like that. So I'm going with the youngster. He looks confident. MMA lab, good gym. Look good on the amateur scene. Looks good as a pro. He is the heavy favorite. I'm going on Tuan Ho as well, Shane. been a pretty boring beer bet, Shane, but hey, Bellator, those are the fun ones. Those are the fun ones. Again, shout out to everyone who's watching. Please like this video if you haven't already. We're trying to get to 50 likes. Vote in the poll question. And if you are on Facebook or Twitch, please migrate over to YouTube. Oh, the Borishev is the one I'm looking forward to the most, honestly. Buckley making his 170 debut. That'll be interesting. Michael Johnson's fighting. Like, there's a few names that I'm like, oh yeah, like I would like to watch your fight, but it's not a crazy card. And look at Tuan Ho. Look at the confidence. I just try different beers, but I get a steampunk dunkel here and there. Yeah, I mean, I haven't, honestly, I've just been spoiled. I've been spoiled because Joe like stocks the fridge with like the cheap stuff with the hams and the grain bill. I got to make my contribution actually tomorrow and restock. And then all like the good beer, Shane, as you know, I do the Soda Pod podcast. Folks, if you don't know already, please check out my podcast if you want to see more of me. The Soda Pod. If you just look it up on YouTube, you will find it. It's also on any podcast app that you have, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever you use. The Sota Pod is on your podcast platform. If you want to listen to it via audio, go check it out. If you want to see clips of the podcast, go check us out on YouTube and subscribe on YouTube. We just hit over 500 subscribers over the weekend. We were trying to get to 1,000. It's funny, we've already hit our watch hours. We're just trying to get subs. So the more the merrier. Support our other YouTube channel, the Soda Pod, and where I was getting at is that podcast is a hockey and beer podcast, and from all of our beer partners and guests, craft breweries that we interview and bring on our podcast. I mean, they just hook us up with so many beers. They're like, I never go and like buy the beers that I like or seek out new ones because I'm always being given new ones or brewing some. Shout out to Turney Flo. Brunette Ring Girl. Again, I'm sorry. She is beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but like LFA, and where's Foul? Where's Foul one at? Where's the Foul one at? He knows. We have our tier list for ring card girls, and KSW is number one. I would say up there with BKFC as well. Tuan Ho could have UFC potential to be on a solid amateur and pro record. Still young. He's only 22 years old. Beautiful amateur record, and so far looks good on the pro. He looks like he's in good shape. He trains at a good gym. Yeah, no, this guy, he racks up 2-3 more wins in the promotion. And he's either given a ticket to the UFC or he's going through Contender Series as well, for sure. Excited for this co-main event, ladies and gentlemen. 22-year-old against a 29-year-old. This is going to be a good one. Minus 425 favorite. Again, the last fight was good with that beautiful body shot. Right hook to end the fight in the second round. Let's see if this one's going to be exciting as well, whether it goes the distance or it finishes in the first, second, or early in the third round. All right, being announced in the center of the cage are both of these fighters. Let me know again who your prediction is if you haven't got your predictions in the live chat yet. Chris, we have started, brother. We have started. Chris, since you're viewing on Facebook, please migrate over to YouTube. YouTube is our primary destination. Chris, if you need a place to watch this. Oh, thanks for getting your prediction in, buddy. Oh, when is the fight starting? I thought you meant like the whole stream and stuff. The fighters haven't started. I will let you know as soon as they start fighting. They're just being announced right now. Final announcement in the cage. But Chris, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for watching. If you need a place to watch this, it is on UFC Fight Pass. If you don't have UFC Fight Pass, let me know. But please migrate over to YouTube. That is our primary streaming destination, brother. And that's where our live chat right now is buzzing. That's where we stream regularly. That's where our poll question is. So you might as well just come and support us there. As we're almost at 5,000 subscribers on YouTube as well. And we really would appreciate your support. So there you go. There you go. And look at that. He got his prediction in. I'm going to give him another one. Thank you so much, Chris Sanchez. You're the man. Oh, this kid's got swagger, man. Oh, and we got Keemstar's uncle as the referee again. Let's go, my 4-leg BKFC parlay. Cashed and wasn't even watching, just looking at Twitter for the results. Let's go, Activate. Let's go, baby.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
Let's go. Cash that money. Cash that money. Let's go. I'm going with the favorite as well, locking it in. Fucking rights, Activate. WTO MMA, what is up? You made it. There you are. Thank you so much for joining, buddy. Thank you so much for joining. I just dropped something in the live chat. That is for you if you're not watching on Fight Pass right now. All right, round 1.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on. Ooh, high kick attempt by Ho. De Los Santos against Ho. What happened? We just started, Andrew. We just started. I just got stoked because Activate A won some money. 32 seconds in there, feeling each other up. But great job by Ho attempting the high kicks right here. Both them fainting on some shots. Ooh, Ho got hit with the right hand on the entry there. Getting a little too crazy in the pocket. Wide, almost karate stance by Ho, but that's what gives him the freedom and ability to throw those high kicks. 4 minutes and 12 seconds on the clock if you want to sync up with my stream. Oh, and it looks like there's an eye poke. An eye poke, Ho. Poke De Los Santos. In the eye, we are not even a minute into this fight. We already have a foul. Oh my goodness.
Oh my
The
God.
last foul we had on this card, it ended in a no contest, folks. Yes, congratulations, Activate. Oh, you saw my reaction. Yeah, that wasn't a funny joke, but that was the only bad thing the broadcast has really said all night. So there you go. Looked like it was a thumb, right? Anyways, taking his time, not putting on a dramatic show like Buddy who got hit in the balls there. This guy actually wants to fight, despite looking like he's still laboring with that left eye. Holy shit, that was bad. Yeah, thumb right in the eye. The old thumb graze there. The old stamp. Looks like he's still having trouble opening that left eye. Oh, no. Please don't end it with another no contest. He still has time. Oh, he's nodding, saying he's good. All right, here we go. Here we go, baby. Here we go. And we're back. Outside low kicks. Setting up the spinning back fist by Ho. Double left jab by De Los Santos. Dude, Ho's sick. He's explosive in his movements. And he's jacked as fuck for like 22 years of age. So bummed about my Leafs. Well, welcome to the sad club, buddy. I've been sad about my Canucks for years. 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock here. Still on the feet. The Leafs will still be a competitive team next year, Andrew, even if there's some changes. Don't you worry. Ducking for some of the shots and going for a takedown now is Ho. Ho looking for the single leg. Three minutes on the clock here in the first round. Good takedown defense by De Los Santos. Body lock by Ho right now. 2 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. Again, good takedown defense by De Los Santos. He's got that man strength. The only reason I highlight that is because Ho's only 22 years old. And Ho finally gets the takedown, ripping De Los Santos off the cage, and he throws him to the ground towards the center. Half guard by Ho right now. 2 minutes and 23 seconds in the first round. Ho with a nice right hand. Posh it up just for a moment to lay down some Void Mate. Let's go, Void Mate. It is I will give being in Canada some credit if you own Fight Pass. You get a little bit more out of it because ESPN Plus isn't a thing in Canada. So you get a little bit more on the Canadian version, but no, you get the whole catalog and a bunch of sweet regional promotions as well. Like Eris, for example, Cage Warriors. I think Shudo Brazil and Japan. Jungle Fights. Cage Fury. Like there's so much, dude. And there's like random ones that you'll find too. Muradov, like it's sweet. Have a great night, Andrew. And like I said, old Ultimate Fighter, catalog of old UFC fights, Pride. It's awesome. Original content. The Sklar brothers have a show on there as well. That's really good. It's like a comedy show. That's awesome. 1 minute left in the first round. They are back up to their feet, center of the cage. De Los Santos trying to throw some strikes here. Nice Superman punch. Outside low kick by De Los Santos. 52 seconds on the clock here in the first round. Again, have a good night, Andrew. Thank you so much for stopping by, dude. Ooh, knee to the body. Ho landed that on De Los Santos. Ho tried to set up that spinning back fist again. De Los Santos grabbed his back and knee to his head there. Good knee there by De Los Santos. De Los Santos now switched to the single leg. Tried to take Ho to the ground. Ho did not allow him to take him to the ground, but De Los Santos now as his back hits the left hook in. Standing though, but trying to take his back here. 15 seconds left in this first round, folks. Fun first round here. Oh, and a nice right hand lands clean by De Los Santos. De Los Santos now tries to get cheeky and use the spinning back fist, and Ho lands the takedown right before the bell. Tough round to score, folks. I mean, what do you think? Ho, but like close? De Los Santos landed some really nice shots on the feet. Ho got some takedowns and landed a little bit of ground and pound, but not enough to be definitive. Oh, man, it's a close round. What do you guys think? Who do you think won that first round? Who do you think won that first round? Let me know in the live chat. And again, shout out to WTO MMA. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Folks, like this video if you haven't already. We are trying to get to 50 likes on this video. I have no idea where we're at right now, and I know it's probably a lofty goal, seeing that we only have one more fight after this on the card, but let's try to at least get close. I know we can do it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications so you never miss an upload, so you never miss a live stream. We do live fight companions every single weekend, live play-by-play commentary, reaction, interaction. But we also post vlogs on the channel, fishing vlogs, pet vlogs, tarantula vlogs, music content, and beer and whiskey tasting, so much more, as well as MMA content. So check it out. There's something for everyone here, and we really appreciate your support. Round two.
Let's get it all!
I'm starting to lose my voice. It's been a busy week. Busy week of podcasting on my other podcast. Busy week of making content. And we got a busy weekend ahead of live streams. 2 tomorrow and 1 Sunday. De Los Santos looks good in the pocket, man. Nice straight left jab by De Los Santos. 4 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock here in the second round. And Ho with a nice leg kick on De Los Santos that dropped him for a second. Ho with a nice left hand. Ho tried to set up that spinning back fist again. Ho with the high kick. De Los Santos with a 1-2. De Los Santos is no slouch here, folks. Highlight Ho is a good nickname, I will say that. 3 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. In this second round, folks, Ho De Los Santos, co-main event of the evening. Oh, a nice right hand lands by Ho. He gets the hooks in and the takedown on De Los Santos. Right into full mount. Beautiful. Use that body lock leverage to get into that full mount position. Let's see if he posture. Let's see if he can posture up here. Nice short left elbow. Let's see if he can posture up and do anything else here. 3 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock in the second round. Ho postured up for a moment here. Good scramble by De Los Santos. Ho takes the back for a second. Has the right hook in. Looking to take the back fully here. Switching between BKFC. I was doing that in the morning. Or it's not in the morning. I was doing that earlier. I don't know why I said the morning. I was working and watching one championship in the morning, going back and forth, but that's probably what I was thinking of. But no, in the beginning of this stream, before the prelim started, we were doing just that as well. And I'm going to rewatch, or not rewatch, I'm going to watch the rest of BKFC before bed, as well as the final 2 bouts of one championship, Friday Fight 17, that I was not able to watch this morning as well. But double hooks in here and back take by Ho, 2 minutes and 34 seconds to work. He's got a lot of time to work in. But yeah, you got to love BKFC. You got to love how consistent they are too every Friday. It just sucks that it overlaps with LFA, and there's every now and then we want to mix it up. We did BKFC last week, and usually we prioritize BKFC when there's not like a one championship event on Friday or something like that, but or how like maybe even a big Bellator. But we wanted to switch it up and do a little LFA this weekend to start this weekend. But no, I have the BKFC app. I'm a subscriber, so definitely going to check it out after. Houston Alexander's going, and I cannot believe it. The veteran of old school MMA, and he's fighting at 50 years old, if I'm not mistaken. It's absolutely insane. In modified half guard side control right now, Ho, 1 minute and 43 seconds. I'm going to take a look. Houston, how old is he? Like, he was old when I started watching MMA as like a youngin'. 3-0 in BKFC. That's unbelievable. Nice shot there as he postured up was Ho. One minute and 5 seconds. Short left elbow again by Ho. Use a Ho. $50 seconds on the clock. Still in that half guard side control. Try to get back in the mount, and he does get back in the mount. Short left elbows in mount. Scrambled out of those Los Santos. 40 seconds left. Back up to their feet. Yeah, Houston Alexander, 2-4 in the UFC, 1-3 and 1 in Bellator, 0-1 in KSW, 3-0 in BKFC between 2021 and 2023. "51 years old. My goodness, the assassin. Houston Alexander. 10 seconds left in the second round here. They're both on their feet, center of the octagon. Tried to use that Superman punch again was Los Santos. Guy in red's 22, so it's understandable. But yeah, that's it for the second round. I think Ho definitely won that second round. First round, a lot closer. But that second round, you got to give it to he was a Ho. But yeah, he's got to get a little. He really wants that spinning back fist. He almost got it, but he was almost lucky to get it. But solid takedowns. His striking in the pocket's not as clean as his opponent, in my opinion. And De Los Santos has cracked him with a few good shots, but good job with the back take. Good job with the control time. Way better second round if you look at that aspect of it. All right, round 3, ladies and gentlemen, before we go to our main event of the evening and championship fight next. Round 3.
Let's get it on!
Whoops. There we go. Update the ticker, and we are at it. Thank you, everyone, tuning in. Like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. We do Fight Companions every single weekend covering all combat sports. We're doing karate combat for the first time tomorrow. Patty should go to LFA to grow as a fighter. Well, he's going to grow in the UFC and make millions, so... He already had his LFA days, which was, in fairness to him, champion in his regional promotion in Cage Warriors. I think he just has to fight another Jared Gordon level guy and maybe get humbled and or fight a better fight than he did last time. Because his 2 fights before, despite him fighting cans, you know, not the best competition, he did look good. He did fight well. The last fight, I don't think he fought well. Next fight is the main event, buddy. The next fight is Jean-Paul Lebosnoyani against JaCobi Jones. Jean-Paul Lebosnoyani against JaCobi Jones for the vacant LFA lightweight title, my man. Thank you so much for joining. Jared Gordon deserves a ranked fight. I guess after the Bobby Green incident, I think that he should just have a rematch with Bobby Green. But who knows how long Bobby Green's going to keep fighting for. And he is booked to be fighting Tony Ferguson. ABBB. What's up, AB? Do you think Ho is a hoe? Oh my God, he's a hoe? He's piecing up Bobby and beat Patty. He did beat Patty. The Bobby fight way too early. He was doing good in that fight against Bobby Green, I will say, but it wasn't like it wasn't super one-sided. But I will say he was winning that fight. No problem, dude. Predictions: Jones will win the fight. I will run it down and give my official prediction in a sec. So I would say wait for that. I would probably go with Jean-Paul personally, but I'll get into why in a moment. I don't have my definitive prediction yet. I have to lock it in before the fight after I do my rundown. And we're in the third round of this fight. My attention's here right now, buddy. But I'll give my prediction in a moment here, so stick around. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. 2 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock in this third round. More of what we saw in that second round by Ho on Los Santos. Aeon channel, who do you have winning the main event of the evening? Back up to their feet here. Ho with the body lock. Ho trying to get a takedown again. Doesn't get it. Cage grab by Los Santos. Just for a moment. Bro headbutts Gordon and gets him a Tony fight. Okay, this is a no hate on Bobby Green zone here on this channel, guys. No disrespect to the fucking king, okay? Bully beatdown legend. Hood style motherfucking Bobby Green is the king. No disrespect to Bobby Green here. I don't think it was intentional. And furthermore, bro, Gordon gets him a Tony fight. Gets him a Tony fight like that means anything, dude. Getting a Tony fight right now means nothing, dude. Tony looked awful in his last fight. Mongolia by decision. WTO MMA. Given his prediction for this fight with 44 seconds left. WTO MMA, I appreciate you joining, brother. Like we said, we do live fight companions every single weekend covering all sorts of promotions. LFA, speaking of Paddy Pimblett, Cage Warriors, Eris, UFC, One Championship, Ryzen, KSW, Glory Kickboxing, Coliseum 2 is coming up. I'm very excited to do that event as well. Spinning heel kick by Ho, followed by a right hand. I can't read Russian, brother. I can't read Russian. Jared Gordon was bullying Bobby. Jared is underrated and poses a lot of problems for the top 10. You're giving this guy way too much credit. Like, don't get me wrong. Jared Gordon's a good fighter. He is not going to pose problems for the top 10 in the lightweight division. Like, I'm sorry. He's not. Like check yourself, JL. Check yourself. And as far as, like, I'm a fan of Bobby Green, and I'm admitting to you that, yes, he was winning that fight. Was it completely one-sided? Not at all, dude. I'll rewatch it to make sure, but from what I remembered, I remembered, like, just being pissed off all around that Bobby was losing and that the fight ended that way, but he wasn't getting beat up by any means. He wasn't wearing any damage. There was, and there was still a lot of fight left to go. And was there not? But I will say, I'm not a Jared Gordon hater, and I'm mostly on your side there. I just like to say that he poses a lot of problems for the top 10. Not in that division, brother. Not in that division. So who will win this third round? I'm giving this third round to Ho as well. His striking, if anything, got a little better in this third round. Give Jared Arman, and you'd be surprised. Arman Sarukian? Dude, Arman Sarukian would eat him alive, man. You're right. I would be blown fucking away, and so would the entire universe. And I think Sarukian's better than Gamrot. I think Gamrot still throws around Jared Gordon. There's a chance that Loma fight might be canceled. Why? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Like, I think he's good. And I think he breaks into the top 15. But to say that he's a problem for the top 10, like, the division's so stacked with absolute killers. And as some of those killers age, Eric Gordon, I mean, to say Eric Gordon, it's because I had an old high school buddy's named Eric Gordon. Jared Gordon's going to age with them. But hey, I appreciate that, like, you actually see that he's solid, and, you know, fuck Paddy Pimblett, go Jared Gordon. All right, we're listening in for the official decision. I don't speak the language, I'm sorry. Someone translate that for me. The Highlight Ho wins unanimous decision. He is now 4-0 as a pro mixed martial artist. Commission ordered another physical for him to be cleared to fight after the shove. Oh, geez. Did he get hurt from the shove? Ho should fight for LFA title next, then UFC is definitely good enough. I think he needs 2 more fights in LFA. 2 more fights. Because this fight, put it this way. Yeah, just like you said, I think it was a good performance as he's being interviewed, but I wanted to come in and finish the opponent. I think if he would have finished his opponent here and knocked him out with one of those crazy shots he was throwing, then sure, give him a title shot next. But give him two more fights in LFA, then give him like contender series. I think maybe he can, or at least one more fight, and then maybe this season a contender series. What is up out of Bayou? It's good to see you. Some of these fights seem like they want certain people to win. Yeah, this card in particular. However, they have been giving the Arizona guys decent matchups here. Let's just say that. And that's something that I noticed Cage Warriors does a lot of. Eris, not as much. But again, I would say that this card is the odd one out, and that I'd say for the most part, LFA is pretty balanced in their matchmaking. Like, this ain't no FAC, right? Excuse me. Look what happened to Jeremy Stevens shove. That is true. That is true. Oh, this fucking BMF shit, dude. Isn't Gaethje and Poirier getting it? Which, I mean, there you go. There's your WWE style marketing tool, UFC. Congratulations. WTO, who do you have in the main event? Speaking of the main event, let's get right into it. Let's highlight the next two fighters, and I will give my prediction. Folks, it's time to give me your prediction officially for this one. Shane, this is where we can finally have some fun with the beer bets, brother. All right. Just gonna adjust this a bit. Okay. Here we go, folks. Main event of the evening for the vacant lightweight LFA title. We have Jean-Paul Lebosnoyani, 5-1 as a pro. He's 24 years old, fighting out of Hermosa Beach, California. He's from the US of A. Slight favorite. This is where the betting odds are close. Slight favorite at -165. He is on a 3-fight win streak. Mufasa is his nickname. Again, 5-1 as a pro. 1 KO, TKO, 4 submission, 0 decision, 4-0 in LFA. Grappler as well. So he's got some grappling on his record. As an amateur, he went 7-0, and he never lost. Let's take a look Scarf hold arm lock in his last fight, triangle choke, and guillotine. So his last 3 wins have been by submission. Looking at his opponent, JaCobi Jones, big toe. JaCobi Jones. Actually, hold on. Before we get to JaCobi Jones, I just want to check out his opponents. 5-1. So he beat a 4-0 guy when he was 4-1. He beat a 7-4 guy when he was 3-1. 1-1 guy when he was 2-1. Did Jean-Paul Lebosnoyani. So he didn't fight cans, is what I'm trying to point out. He didn't fight cans. Okay, looking at his opponent, same record. Same 4-1 in his last 5 fights on a 2-fight win streak instead of a 3-fight win streak. Is the Denver, Colorado native at 26 years old, still young in his own right. Big toe, JaCobi Jones. JaCobi Jones. 1 KO, TKO, 2 submission, 2 decisions. So pretty balanced in his wins thus far. 5-1 in LFA. Both of these guys, LFA guys, through and through. He only lost to Austin Wourms, that fucking worm, via armbar back in 2022. No balls, literally and figuratively. Austin Wourms. Rear naked choke in his last fight. Corner stoppage due to a cut. 2 unanimous decisions and a triangle choke. So both guys got some submissions on their belt here. He went 5-1 on the amateur scene. So there you go. Oh, whoops. Last but not least, let's check out his opponents. He beat a 3-0 guy, a 2-0 guy, a 1-0 guy, and Tapology has 88% say Lebosnoyani is going to win to 12% for Jones. I'm leaning towards the younger guy. I'm leaning towards Jean-Paul Lebosnoyani, locking it in for Mufasa. That is my pick. What is your pick? Let me know in the live chat, folks. Final time to let me know your picks. We're going to take a quick break here in 2 minutes as these fighters make their walkout. Then we will be back for live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and interaction covering this final fight on the main card, main event of the evening for the vacant lightweight title, LFA 158. So keep the comments coming, folks. Keep the comments coming. That was the rundown. I appreciate all of you. I'll get back to the comments here in a second. I want to hear your predictions. Hell, and even reasons for your predictions for this next main event fight. I'm just going to update the ticker, and I'll get right back to the comments. All right. Here we go. Jones better not win. My dumb William Hill app saying location cannot be verified, and I missed the deadline. Jean-Paul should win as Jones has better subs recently twice. 1 amateur, 1 pro. JP is high level BJJ. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Thank you so much for joining, Silver. I appreciate you. UFC top 15 watching in Oz. They can't get any fights in Gaethje and Poirier fight again for their chance to get dominated by Islam, just like they were by Khabib. No, dominated by Beneil Dariush. Because by the time either of those old farts are going to fight for a title, Beneil Dariush is going to be sitting at the top of the throne where he belongs. None of this, I'm going to get a title shot off of a short notice Dan Hooker and a short notice Bobby Green. That is a bullshit. The proper king of the lightweight division is Beneil Dariush. Knights with a win. Fuck. Usually top 15 lightweights. OnlyFans ad. Yeah, they're paying big money. Kat Zingano now, a creator on OnlyFans, and not of the sexual variety, of literally like the Kevin Hollins, like the who are some of the other ones? What's his name? He just fought too. God damn. Damn it, why am I forgetting his name? Anyways, there's a couple of the UFC fighters who are Charles Oliveira. He's one of them. I'm going with Team Factory. Locking it in. JaCobi Jones. All right, Shane says, I got Big Toe Jones just to make it interesting. Was that who you were leaning towards, Shane? I mean, I mean, it is going to be interesting. Apparently he's the plus 170 underdog. The lines have moved now minus 210 favorite for Jean-Paul. Mufasa for the win. Thanks so much for the donation again, Matt. I appreciate it, buddy. Billy Q, yes. Billy Q, that's exactly who I was thinking of. Now, hold up on that earlier statement you said. Jared Gordon is humbled and has a new edge to him now. He's next in line for the BMF belt, but I bet you this new Jared would have manhandled Charles. Laugh all you want, but I was wrong about Hill. Okay, dude, you are way too high on this guy. I'm sorry. You're way too high on this guy. I know you're right a lot, but like, at least in those ones, like it's not necessarily flip of the coin, but like we there's good arguments both ways. Like saying Jared Gordon would out grapple Charles Oliveira, that's crazy, man. Again, BML, I don't give a fuck. I think that's a stupid gimmick that if you want to be the NBA, NFL, the NHL of MMA, and you have a stupid gimmick like that, I don't like it at all personally. But I'm more apathetic than I am annoyed about it. So I really could care less. If you want Jared Gordon to fight for the BMF, sure. I would love to see him get absolutely mauled by Charles Oliveira live here with you in the live chat. And let's be honest, Beneil Dariush mauls them both. BKC card delivered and ended. Delivers every weekend, buddy. First of all, disrespect now. Jared disrespect. Not disrespect. Like I've said earlier, and you can clip that. I like Jared Gordon. I just know, and I think he knows as well, that he is not going to be a champion at 155. It's not going to happen because he's good in every area. He's not great in every area. Maybe he's like good-er in wrestling. Like he's fine. And again, breaks into the top 15. Great. There's no way he makes waves in the top 10. There's no way he's a title challenger. And again, like maybe if he got to this stage a few years earlier, like he's getting up there in age too. I like Jared Gordon. No issues on him at all. But to suggest he's going to be a title contender in the lightweight division, I hope he proves me wrong. But there's no way I see it right now. I was going to pick opposite of whoever you picked. Like I said, maybe glazing a bit, but let's call it spade a spade. Jared is elite. Jared is a good fighter. I can't say he's elite. He's a gatekeeper for guys getting ready for ranked opponents. This new Jared is coming. Just wait. I'm excited to see who he fights next. Hopefully it's a Patty rematch. Because he's got a bunch of people calling him out. Frivola calling him out too. Charlie Olives watching in confusion while his last two finishes fights for the BMF belt, right? Alexandra how do I say your name? Salcido. Alexandra Salcido. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you, Alexandra. I put 1K on John Paul. On John Paul. Who's John Paul? Oh, Jean Paul. John Paul. Jean Paul. I was like, it's not John Paul. Jean Paul. 1K on Jean Paul. Well, that's who I picked to win. So we're rooting for him. Let's go. Let's go, Alexandra. Let's go. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. $1,000. At first, like, I'm a little tired here, so I was like, $1, right? $1. As I squint, I look at my screen. You said $1,000. That's amazing. Jean Paul. I put 700 against Paul. 700 on JaCobi Jones. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Shout out to every single one of you who've been joining us throughout this live stream. We do multiple live fight companions every single weekend, folks. We got 2 back-to-back tomorrow, plus 1 Sunday evening as well. That's right. Karate Combat followed by the boxing match, which I hopefully is not canceled, knock on wood. ESPN top-ranked pay-per-view. And then we have Road to Fury MMA on Sunday night. It's good to see you, Adebayo. Good to see you. Yeah, I didn't realize it's almost We're on 3.5 hours. We're almost midnight here, Central Time. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God!
No wonder I'm feeling a little tired. All right, fighters making their walk into the octagon right now. Getting checked by the cut man is Jean-Paul Lebosnoyani. Again, 24 years old is Jean-Paul. JaCobi Jones, 26 years old. Both these young MMA fighters. It's 5:36 a.m. here. You are committed to watching MMA at the Bayou. All right, final tale of the tape. Final announcement. Final fight. LFA 158, main event of the evening for the vacant strap. This is slated to go 5 rounds if needed, folks, but let's see a finish here. Let's see a finish for the title. Boys, show us show us you want it. Show us you want it. Show us you're a champion. Let's freaking go. All right. Picker on the screen. There we go. All right, they're just reading through their sponsors and now announcing the fighters. So since Strickland and Costa are forced to fight unranked guys in the top 6, why doesn't the top 6 lightweights have to do the same? I think Strickland and Costa are being forced to fight Dagestanis who are getting the OV treatment. I don't think it has anything to do with the them and comparing them to the lightweights. I think the OVs are getting the special treatment. Those two need fights. Those two think that they can beat these guys. And that's how the situation played out. 51-year-old Houston Alexander still got it and won a decision BKFC main event. That's insane. He's 4-0 in BKFC.
Hey, that shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
That's insane. That's like jail, because also like those lightweights, they just keep winning. Like they'll lose, at the top, and then they'll win a couple again. Charles hasn't yet, right? So interesting to see. Again, I'm just so pissed off JL because like as much as I'm a fan of him, I was a fan of him because of his fighting. I haven't been a fan of him forever. It was because I like rewatched all his fights and realized that he'd been snubbed. That's why I think like Beneil Dariush should have fought Makhachev for a title eliminator. Makhachev should not have gotten that title shot. It's absolutely ridiculous. And Gaethje Poirier, that's going to sell. I really like... Am I super excited about that fight? No. Like Gaethje Fiziev was awesome. And I think that was a good fight to have. But again, like I said, Gaethje, he won. Like they just keep winning. So they got to keep booking each other with those top guys. Poirier, I'm interested to see like how much longer he fights, but hey, he still seems like he's got a little gas left in his tank. Alexandra make me rich. Good luck to both of you as we get into this first round. Main event of the evening, lightweight titles on the line, ladies and gentlemen. Round 1, live here, LFA 158. Round 1, let's get it on.
Let's get it on!
Well, what if Costa wins? His game plan versus Izzy would be what? If he bum rushes, he goes Rob versus Izzy 1. I have no idea. The one thing about the middleweight division is it sucks. Oh, and a nice right hand by Jones. Double right hand by Jones. So maybe that's why they're giving the OV special treatment, even though there are other middleweights who are on win streaks and who are more deserving of higher fights. The OVs are getting the special treatment, and the middleweight division kind of sucks. So, and some beautiful exchanges here early. Jean-Paul now looking for the takedown. Jones in the blue corner, Jean-Paul in the red. Jean-Paul clinches up here, and great sequence out of the gate. And we've seen that from a lot of these fights on LFA here tonight. Striking exchanges right off the bat, and then going ham in the clinch exchanges. We got some bots here. You going? They separate here, 3:44 on the clock. First round, ladies and gentlemen, lightweight title on the line. And Jones really going for it, looking for the knockout here. Right hand by Jones. Jones with the counter left. Jones with the counter right on the back foot. Superman punch attempt by Jean-Paul. Poirier should be fighting top 5 welterweight if he's not gonna fight down in lightweights. I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. Max should fight Ilya Topuria. Who should Topuria fight next? Hand sanitizer boy. No, wrong division. Wrong division. Yeah, I'd be down for that fight. Topuria out grapple that son of a bitch. I like Topuria. Love Max, of course. Absolute legend, but I love Topuria. Oh, and a nice reversal on the takedown. Jean-Paul went for the takedown. Jones with a beautiful reversal, but now Lebosnoyani going for the armbar. He loves the armbars. Good job by Jones for rolling out of it again. Going to the ground with Jean-Paul is dangerous. This guy, 3 armbar victories in a row. That's this guy's specialty, and he is so comfortable on his back. Look, he's going for the armbar right now. Nice left hands and hammer fists there by Jones. Already cut open is Jean-Paul. Beautiful left elbow by Jones as well from the bottom. Desperately seeking that armbar, but clearly prepared for it is Jones here. Starting to leak is Jean-Paul. Cut right on the right side of the forehead. He beat Bryce Mitchell. Bryce Mitchell was ranked, thus he is ranked. 1 minute and 52 seconds on their feet. Straight left jab by Jean-Paul now walking forward. They're fighting like it's a 1-round fight. I know, this is crazy. They don't want to go the distance. Neither of these guys want to go the distance. 1 minute and 29 seconds left in the first round. And Jones just wants to land those hard strikes, whereas Jean-Paul, I don't know if he's comfortable now on his back because he's gotten bloodied up and battered on his back, but he was trying to seek some of those arm bars. Again, shout out to everyone who's joining. Shout out to you, JL. It's great to have you on this stream, brother. I have missed you. Believe it or not, I miss you, dude. And I hope all is well. Leaking now 55 seconds in this first round is Jean-Paul. Cut, I believe, the right side of the forehead. Let's go, Jean-Paul. Jean-Paul losing this first round. 35 seconds left, but there are 4 more rounds if needed in this championship fight. Those elbows by Jones. Jones just imposing his will with that short elbows in the ground and pound, now inviting Jean-Paul back up to his feet. 22 seconds left. 15 seconds left. Counter right by Jean-Paul. What a pace. What a crazy pace. 10 seconds left. Straight left jab by Jean-Paul. And that is it for the first round. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Hey, the main event of the evening so far in the first round is not disappointing. Oh my goodness. Topuria is fighting Josh Emmett. That is their next fight. That is their next fight. And that's in June. June or July. I even made a video on it. Late June, early July. Who does Max fight next then? They may meet though. If not end of this year. Early next year. Oh, look at that short left elbow. 10-9 for Jones. Jones won that first round indeed, Shane. Battered the face of Jean-Paul. Let's go, John Jones. JaCobi Jones. You will beat Paul. Jean-Paul. JaCobi Jones. Shout out to everyone joining. I appreciate every single one of you. Final fight of the night, main event of the evening for the LFA lightweight strap round 2. If you're viewing on Facebook, please migrate over to YouTube so you can join our live chat, vote in the poll question in our community here. Facebook and Twitch are our secondary streaming platforms. YouTube is the main one. So join us. We stream live sports fight companions every single weekend, covering combat sports around the world, all disciplines, and we're really excited to have you folks along for the ride. Live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and interaction. And speaking of that, get your questions, comments, thoughts in the live chat, and we'll get back to commentary here. Nice combo there by Jean-Paul. Hey, as good of a jiu-jitsu guy as his record showed, as the chat said, I mean, he's pretty good on his feet as well. Good takedown stuff by Jones. Jones with the knee on the separation. And now that's just starting to cause Jean-Paul to start bleeding even more. He's just covered with the blood. Straight walking left elbow by Jones. Outside low kick by Jones. Despite Jean-Paul being the one who's walking forward, dictating the pressure here, Jones is looking so good with his counter shots. But hey, Jean-Paul, this is what you have to do. Despite showing the damage, despite taking some big shots, you got to move forward. Now going for a takedown again, and Jones looking maybe for a guillotine. No, let's go of it. Shots to the body here. Side control, half guard here by Jones. Oh my goodness. So it's absolutely leaking. Absolute leaking. Jones invites Jean-Paul up to his feet just for a moment. Lands some big shots from the top position here. Jean-Paul is painting the canvas red, ladies and gentlemen. Jones laying down the smackdown in the full guard of Jean-Paul, utilizing his elbows perfectly, eloquently, beautifully. No way. And that is it. The official stopped this fight, not because of a TKO or verbal tap or anything, but I think just because of the sheer safety. Because the cut was that bad, the official ended the fight. I've never seen an official end the fight when the fighter's on his back. You can't really see the cut. But this fight is over.
Oh my goodness!
Marky Martinez, the winner is JaCobi Jones. JaCobi Jones was in the full guard of Jean-Paul, and he was just laying down elbows, laying down some good shots, and there was just blood everywhere, and it wasn't like he was unable to defend himself. He was defending himself in certain areas. He was moving, but I think there was just too much blood. The cut was getting too bad. The cuts, I should say. We'll take a look at the ending sequence there in a moment, but the ref stepped in there and just waved it off. Didn't step in there to wave the doctor in to check it out to see if he could continue. Just waved it off outright. It would have gone a lot worse if it continued. Absolutely. AB, I'm glad you won some money, sir. Glad you won some money. Marky Martinez won some money as well. Plus 200. Hell yeah, let's go. WTO told you. Well, let's be honest, WTO, you didn't think it was going to end like that because let's be honest, Jean-Paul was looking damn good as well. I think this was an awesome, even fight. I mean, I do think JaCobi Jones was winning, but it's not like Jean-Paul was getting absolutely outclassed. He actually was landing some good shots on the feet, but hey, he got cut early and it was nasty, and as soon as he went back to down to the ground, credit where credit is due to JaCobi Jones. But yes, you did. Let's go, Jones! Happy for every single one of you who won some money betting on this card. Glad you folks will sleep nice going into the weekend. What the fuck, Jones? Everyone just covered in Jean-Paul's blood, ladies and gentlemen. Official announcement crowning the new champion is coming up here in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. I thought Jean might win it by sub early in those early exchanges, but man, once the blood started flowing, the end of that second round. It was good night, Jim Kite. High odds. Well, no, but that's the thing. Like, well, and they shifted a little bit going into like right at the end of the fight because earlier today it was minus 165 for Jean-Paul, and Jean-Paul was slick on the ground. We saw those submission attempts. Okay, so he does have a bad cut. Again, it's interesting that it was ended in the position where it was ended. I thought maybe it might end that way, if it was going to end that way at the end of the second round. Regardless, we have a new champion, folks. And new LFA lightweight world champion, JaCobi Jones. I like the LFA lightweight belt on an emotional Jones here. Holding back those waterworks, as you can see now. A good-looking belt is that LFA championship belt. All right, folks, before we hang up the gloves here and end this stream, as we're almost 4 hours into the stream, you know what we do. And if you're new to the channel, this is what we do. We scroll up through the live chat and we give every single one of you a shout out. I know we've given you a shout out and we've read your comments before, but that's what we do here. We want to show our appreciation for every single one of you who gave us a little bit of your time. LFA champion is basically a stepping stone. Yeah, I mean, the more... It's good to have on your resume. You know, I was champion of, you know, a high-level regional promotion. It helps in your negotiations, I imagine, for, you know, contracts and to maybe even to other bigger promotions, right? Being interviewed in the cage is the new champion right now. JaCobi Jones is the new champion. Won via doctor stoppage to his opponent, who was cut up nasty on his forehead and there's blood everywhere. Any regional championship is a stepping stone. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it's the goal. I mean, when you're in the regionals, you want to get good win streaks. And obviously, if you get that strap, it means you fought the best in that promotion, theoretically. And, you know, it's a good, like I said, it's a good thing to have on the resume. They said TKO. Okay. Interesting. See you tomorrow. What time are you stream tomorrow? If you check out the schedule, I do post on the community tab, but we'll stream karate combat as well as boxing. If I'm home earlier, because I have some things going on tomorrow, we will jump on for UFC. But check out the schedule. I post it on the community tab every week, Aeon channel. And thank you so much for the support. And for our friends on Twitch and Facebook, please migrate over to YouTube so you can join our community here. All right, time to give everyone a shout out. Shout out to you, Shane, one of our exclusive members. I appreciate you, Shane, as always, brother. I'll check out those videos that you sent me tonight before bed. Shout out to you, Aeon channel. You're an absolute beauty. I appreciate you. Shout out to Benjamin, our unbelievable, amazing supporter of this channel. That is Benjamin. He's also an exclusive member, so thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Despite you being on Twitch, there's a shout out to you as well. JL, it's great to see you again, JL. Thank you so much for joining, brother. Thank you, WTO MMA. Thank you, Marky Martinez. Thank you so much, ABBB. Appreciate you. Shout out to Alexandra. Sorry you lost that bet, but shout out to you. Appreciate you stopping by. Shout out to Adebayo. Shout out to Activate A. Shout out to Diego. Shout out to MN Wild Talk, who's my friend Matt. He's an exclusive member, and he hooked us with the $5 donation tonight. So thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Seriously, it means so much, and it goes such a long way. You guys have no idea. Shout out to Void 8. It's good to see you, Void 8. Shout out to our Russian friends who were in the chat here. I can't even read your name. Shout out to Andrew B. Shout out to Hockey from Home. Shout out to Chris Sanchez. Shout out to JD, Adam Dubois, Raynel Soto. Thank you so much for joining, all of you. I appreciate you guys. It was great to see you. Mr. Grant Gregory, David Ulran. DM, thank you so much for joining. DM as well. It was good to see you. Professor Chaos, of course. Do It For Gaming. And Professor Chaos, one of the exclusive members on our live stream as well. Thank you so much. Or on the channel, I should say, Professor Chaos. Zoomer Loyalist, thank you so much for joining. Zoomer Loyalist has been a subscriber of the channel since before we even had 100 subs, when we were right at 100 subs. So thank you so much, Zoomer. Always, buddy. Thank you so much. King Diani. Thank you so much, King Diani. And shout out to Phony Turgeson. Thank you so much for joining. Phony Turgeson. One of our new diehard fans. Absolutely love it. I love it, Phony. Hockey from home. Thank you so much for joining. Habib. Thank you so much for joining. Habib. Almost there, folks. Almost there. We're just giving everyone who commented tonight here a shout out. Almost at the top of the chat here. I know there's a few more. Daniel M. Thank you so much for joining, Daniel M. Zakaria Sopkin, your boy one. Shout out to you. There we go, Mr. Grant Gregory, one of our exclusive members. Thank you so much, Mr. Grant, for everything you do for the channel. Jay Herbo, thank you so much for joining, Jay Herbo. Misael Lopez, thank you so much for joining, Misael Lopez. Living with H, thank you so much for joining, Living with H. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much, Z-Man. And that is it. That is it. Shout out to everybody who joined us in the live chat here tonight for some LFA, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back tomorrow for Karate Combat. We also have top-ranked ESPN boxing pay-per-view. Knock on wood, it is not canceled. And then we also have Road to Fury on Sunday. So appreciate everyone who's joined here today. Modestas Bukaska is a good example of how a regional championship is a stepping stone. Absolutely, absolutely excited to see him fight in the UFC again. Hey, you guys made it a fun card as always. Thank you so much, Zoomer. Interestingly, Chris Dawkins booked against Khalil Roundtree at 205 in June. Oh my God, Khalil Roundtree is going to absolutely destroy him. We'll talk about that on the next stream. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. You all are amazing. I appreciate you all. Like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow and the rest of this weekend for more live streams on the channel. Have a great night. Happy Friday, and we'll see you tomorrow for Karate Combat. Peace.
Yeah.